It's time now for the best high school sports action from the WBCB Sports Network. Catch the best games from Bucks and Mercer County at WBCBSports.com and our Facebook page. Your home for high school sports is right here at WBCB 1490.
From Ackerson Field in Pennington, here at Hopewell Valley Central High School, this is the Trentonian pregame show on the WBCB Sports Network. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, a very pleasant good morning to you all, and thanks for tuning in to the WBCB Sports Network for today's matchup against Hopewell Valley, taking on the number 15 ranked Burlington Township Falcons. Number 15 in the NJ.com Top 20 rankings. Alongside Rich Fisher, I'm Andrew Myers. Brandon O'Neill here with us as our VE and camera operator today, pulling double duty at Hopewell Valley Central High School and Fish. A very, very exciting matchup on the horizon here today. 6-0 Burlington Township taking on 5-1 Hopewell Valley. Two teams with a combined 11 wins through their first 12 games. They played a really close matchup last year. Came down to 2 missed extra points for the Falcons. A 13-12 win for the Bulldogs of Hopewell Valley. And we should see maybe potentially another defensive battle today on the gridiron.
Yeah, I mean, what a game we have in store. What a game we have in store for you. I mean, it's a morning extravaganza, so we hope that you stick with us the whole game. And you can leave. You'll still catch most of the 12 o'clock college games, so we won't be cutting into your college viewing today. This is just a massive game in South Jersey Group 3. Burlington Township number 1 in the United Power rankings. Hopewell's number 7, and they have a chance to move up if they can get a win today. But the Falcons are starving for revenge, as you mentioned, a 13-12 loss. And you know, BT missed their first extra point, then they scored a late touchdown and then missed another one. So that just spelled doom for the Falcons. Both teams are coming off huge wins. In a backyard brawl, Township defeated Burlington City 8-0. City was undefeated at the time, and they got an Aiden Bin second quarter touchdown run. And Hopewell beat Seneca in a rematch of last year's sectional championship won by the Golden Eagles. So Township has actually beaten undefeated teams in the past 2 weeks as a top Delran before beating City. And, I mean, this game has reached the magnitude that it has by virtue of Hopewell beating Seneca last week and Township beating City. That's made this a huge matchup.
Yeah, big wins for both of those teams last week, and they're the closest wins for them this season. 8-point win for Burlington Township, 7-point win over Seneca for Hopewell Valley. But this Burlington Township team, you look at the roster, you look at how the offense is built. You got to start with the running back Aiden Bins, over 1,000 rushing yards through the first 6 games this year, and Burlington as a team averaging 209 rushing yards per game, 33.5 points per game. Tell us a little bit more about this Falcon squad, Fish.
Yeah, I mean, this is a Township team. You mentioned those numbers, but they can beat you by land or by air. It runs the ball well. It passes the ball well. Binge has just run wild, over 1,012 TDs. His lowest output this season was 99 yards against Nottingham, and he went for over 300 against Morristown. But Burlington doesn't live by his legs alone. Quarterback Bryce Carter has thrown for 470 yards and 7 TDs, and freshman Eddie McNair has thrown for 346 and 4 TDs. And they just have 3 interceptions between them, and all but one of their touchdown passes have gone to the explosive freshman Eddie Sackey, who's caught 21 passes for 376 yards and 10 TDs. Now, what this means is not only do you have to defend the pass and the run, you have to defend 2 different quarterbacks, and you know I'm not sure what their strengths are. They can obviously both throw the ball, so you really have a multi-dimensional attack there. And Sackey will obviously be a challenge for the Bulldogs' defensive backs. They're led by Kai Yadamayak and Jude Berman, and the front seven's going to have their hands full with Bins. It's almost like pick your poison, as what do you want to try to defend? And I think that balance is going to keep Hopewell's defense really honest.
Yeah, and Hopewell defensively has been very good this season, just allowing just over 16 points per game. And talk about the rushing stats for Burlington Township offensively. Hopewell defensively limiting teams to under 80 rushing yards per game. So the Bulldogs, you mentioned it, Fisher, defense is going to have a handful, but they've certainly shown they're capable of stopping some strong offenses this season. Offensively for the Bulldogs, Grayson Vlasic under center, 11 touchdowns, so 1 interception this year. And they have a potent rushing game as well, led by Ethan Valenza with just under 700 rushing yards on the year, under 8 yards per carry this season. But Hopewell Valley Bulldogs, they handed Burlington Township their first loss last year when they came in with 6-0 record coming into this matchup. Hopewell trying to repeat today with a big win against Burlington Township.
Yeah, and, Hopewell's offense, since Ethan Valenza came back, it's been keyed around him, 680 yards and 7 TDs. But they're starting to prove that they're not just one-dimensional. I mean, Valenza got stymied for just 55 yards against Seneca last week. Grayson Vlasic stepped up. He threw for 124 yards and 3 touchdowns. And Vlasic, too, can run the ball when he has to. And you also have Lucas Hemmer who can pick up some yards when Valenza needs a blow. So this is a lot like their offenses are similar. I mean, I think Township has a bit more of a passing game, but Hopewell can do it both ways now as Vlasic continues to settle in. And I think a wild card for Hopewell is Jude Berman. He can do a lot of different things out there, score a lot of different ways. He's got 4 TD catches, 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns, 1 pick six. And Berman, Mike Whitlock, and Lucas Hemmer are reliable receivers. So, like Hopewell, Burlington's going to have to be wary of both the run and the pass. One thing we have in this game, Andrew, are 2 really outstanding coaches. Township comes in here coached by Steve Everett, who Mercer County fans will remember as the Princeton coach prior to Charlie Gallagher. Everett also ran the Willingboro program. He's had success wherever he's landed. Dave Caldwell, of course, the only coach for the Bulldogs since the program was restored in the early 2000s. And with the help of a strong youth program in town, he's turned Hopewell into one of the consistently top teams in Mercer County. Since 2013, Hopewell is 79-44. Its only loss this year was opening night to Montgomery in overtime, and the Cougars are 5-1 entering this weekend. So, hey, sit back, relax, enjoy this one. It has a playoff feel to it, and we got a kind of a cloudy, overcast day. It's been spitting rain a little bit. Nothing that can really affect things, I don't think. But it's just I'm kind of excited for this game. This is going to be a great regular season matchup. Yeah,
same here, Fish. And we've been looking for that fall weather right now that we're in the second week of October, and we certainly got it today. A little touch of winter too, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
As both these teams now heading to midfield for today's coin toss. So we can tell you about today's sponsors. Thank you to our sponsors for today's stream. It's Team Toyota, Capital Health System, Alderman Ford, Saul Funeral Homes, Kessel Dermatology, Mako Viewing, the New Jersey Education Association, Hyundai of Trenton, and as always, the Trentonian. We'll step aside. Coin toss coming up, and we'll have kickoff on the other side of this one. Stay with us. Burlington Township 6-0, 5-1 Hopewell Valley. Should be a very, very exciting matchup here on the WBCB Sports Network.
Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org. Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township. Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology offers great cosmetic dermatology featuring the latest technology in cosmetics, including Morpheus 8 for skin tightening and scars, ultraviolet A and B light treatment for psoriasis, eczema, and itching. Kessel Dermatology now offers Genesis and XLV laser treatments for wrinkles, facial discoloration, scars, and hair removal. Kessel Dermatology provides Botox and fillers. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology.
There really is nothing like a home team advantage. That's why Team Toyota makes a great choice for your next vehicle purchase or service. With our MVP pricing guarantee, teammate rewards program, and streamlined customer experience, our award-winning operation ensures that you can trust our process. A home team advantage is nothing without the community. Our employees are part of our family, part of your town, and we're all part of the team. We're always here for you at one of our 3 locations in Princeton, Langhorne, and Glen Mills.
New Jersey is home to the best public schools in the nation. And that didn't happen by accident. It's the result of parents, educators, and communities working together year after year to give our students a world-class education, no matter the challenge. Because parents and educators know that with a shared commitment to our public schools, our children can learn, grow, and thrive. And together, we can keep New Jersey's public schools the best in the nation.
1490 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
Today's game is brought to you by the Trentonian. Don't forget, if you miss any of today's action, you can read all about it in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. For your complete local and national news 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian or online at Trentonian.com. The only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week. It's the Trentonian.
And folks, what a start we're off to. How often do you ever see the game's PA announcer sing the national anthem? I'm going to tell you, never. And today we saw it. Joe Novak here at Hopewell with a tremendous rendition of our national anthem. So I hope he didn't lose his entire voice for that, and he can still make the calls during the game today. But what a job by Joe Novak.
Yeah, I know one PA announcer you're not going to hear with those pipes, and that's Kevin Myers over at Hamilton West.
No.
His best singing comes in the shower or in the car, not in the press box.
I'm surprised he even would sing in the car. I'm surprised he'd be afraid people would hear him if he had the windows down.
No. If Van Halen comes on the radio, you best believe Kevin Myers is letting the pipes go.
Oh, yeah? Is he a Sammy Hagar guy or a David Lee Roth guy?
I think he's a little bit of split. I think he leans more Hagar, but
okay.
It's Burlington Township, a little squib kick to Hopewell Valley and just falling down on it. Probably a wise decision. Is number 21, Luke Lebson. And the Bulldogs will start with the ball at their own 35-yard line. Pretty decent field position for Hopewell Valley.
Yes, it is.
And senior quarterback Grayson Vlasic, 11 touchdown passes to 1 interception this year, coming off a 3 TD game last week against Seneca. He was 13 for 20 for 124 passing yards.
And the officials for today's game, referee By Kramer, umpire John Dupuis, line judge Tom Carr, head linesman Jack Watrow, side judge Al Verdell, field judge Ron Butka, clock operator Diane Olick.
Bulldogs in the gun. Vlasic back to pass on the first play. He gets pressured, has to scramble to the left side, now throws it over the top, and it's off the hands of the intended receiver, Kyle Yadamiak.
Yeah, I think Falcons sent a few extras there, and Vlasic nearly made something out of nothing there, but just overthrew him.
It was Jameis Sackey who applied the pressure, number 8, the linebacker for Burlington Township. So incomplete pass on the first play. Bulldogs back to work on 2nd and 10. They'll hand it off to the right side. And taken down just past the 40-yard line is Ethan Valenza. Gain of 5 on the play for the Bulldogs running back.
That's a nice solid play. First down, you don't get anything. Second down, you really want to make it third and manageable, and Valenza did just that.
2 receivers to the left side. Bulldogs have to get to the 45 for a fresh set of downs. 3rd and 5. Sending pressure and blowing that one up in the backfield. Coming through is London Johnson. First one to the spot.
Yeah, you can see Township's defense is coming out aggressive. They are in attack mode.
That'll bring up 4th and long for the Bulldogs.
Loss of 3 on the play for Hopewell Valley. And it brings up a 4th and 8. The punting unit's going to come out for the Bulldogs. Nice stand on a 3rd and 5 for the Falcons defense.
Yeah, if they're going to come like this, see if Bulldogs might try something a little different next time. Maybe a couple screen passes or swing passes. Something to counteract that pressure.
Hemmer just able to get that one off. Luke Hemmer. And back to receive is Gerald Sackey. Sackey with some room to run now. Maybe a block in the back. Missed there by the referee. And taken down at the 31-yard line is Gerald Sackey. Hopewell Valley fan base not happy with that non-call.
No, they're not.
But Burlington Township will start their first possession at their own 31-yard line.
A 9-yard return for Sackey. What a dynamic freshman that kid is.
Yeah, Gerald Sackey. 376 receiving yards. He has 21 receptions this year. 10 of them were for touchdowns.
Yeah.
Nearly half his receptions for TD receptions. And it's going to be Eddie McNair, the fellow freshman, starting out at quarterback for the Falcons. He's in shotgun. He's back to pass, looking to the right side. It's caught and turning upfield. Up the line is number 5, Lamar Carnjay.
Reception by Lamar Carnjay for about 5 yards. That'll bring up.
Yeah, I mean, how scary is this team looking in the future?
I'll make that second.
2 of their freshmen being their top skill players.
Yeah, you look around. I mean, you have Sackey as the freshman, McNair, the quarterback, a freshman. Aiden Binns is still just a junior.
Yeah.
1,000-yard running back. Julian Lattimore, a solid receiver for them, a sophomore. A lot to look forward to for this Falcons team.
Hopewell fans still crying about the
Yes.
missed block. Might want to let that go.
4-yard gain on the pass. Fakes the handoff, play action, screenplay now out wide to Julian Lattimore. And Lattimore busts through near the first down marker up to the 40.
It's going to be a screenplay to Lattimore. It's going to bring out 3rd and short.
Well, Township coming out, not trying to do anything too much. Just little chip away here, a couple 4-yard gains. Oh, that one went for 5. Kind of using their passing game as their running game right now.
3rd and 1 for the Falcons. We'll see if they go to the ground here.
Yeah, I mean, I would think with Binns. But you don't know.
Binns is the back. Behind McNair.
Whoa.
A little early motion there. I caught that.
Oh, that hurts. 4th and 3rd and 6 as opposed to 3rd and 1 is a big deal.
That's going to help out Hopewell Valley. And maybe they're not going to call a flag, actually. They're just going to whistle that play dead. Yeah, they respot the ball at the 40-yard line. It's going to be a 3rd and 1, so.
After I wrote all that stuff down. Oh,
not quite sure what the decision was there. But
this is how my score sheet gets so sloppy all the time.
So it remains 3rd and 1.
You try to get ahead of the game there, Andrew. And
I know. Referee, it's tough when the referees aren't on the same page as you.
Yeah, they should check with me first.
Now here's the snap. And handoff to Binns up the middle. Breaks the tackle past midfield. And he gets into Bulldogs territory. That was Dylan Thomas, the freshman, taking the direct snap. Not Eddie McNair, but the handoff's to Aiden Binns anyway. And Binns, it's a big gain there. Again, a 13 up to the Bulldogs 47.
First down for Burlington at the 48.
Aiden Binns averaging 9.4 yards per carry.
Yeah, imagine that. 9.4 carry.
It's basically a first down every time.
Yeah,
every
you have
time he
third
runs
and
the
10, you
ball.
can still just hand it to him.
I'll give it to Binns again on the left side. Has some room to run. He's taken down by a trio of Bulldogs. Still gets positive yardage, though. Ryan Otterbray, one of those Bulldogs, in on the tackle. Jacob Berman.
Aiden Bin on the run. That's going to bring out 2nd and 7.
3-yard gain for Binns. Binns coming off a 179-yard game last week against Burlington City. Scored the only touchdown of the game in the 8-0 win for the Falcons.
Yeah, that had to be some game.
5th game this year where he's rushed for over 100 yards. McNair in the gun with Binns to his right. 2 receivers to the right side. Fakes the handoff, and now he's going to take it himself. McNair cuts back up the middle. Finds a positive gain, maybe 4 yards on the play up to the 40. And it'll be a 3rd and short.
It's going to make it 3rd and short.
Big play for Hopewell. They want to try and shut this down and not give up the first down here now that Burlington Township's in plus territory. I mean, I'm guessing this is 4-down territory.
Yeah, positive field position. And Burlington has not attempted a field goal this season, so. 3rd and 3, got to get to the 37. Player in motion to the right side is Julian Lattimore. Now 3 receivers to the right, and whistle goes as that ball snapped.
I'm not writing anything down.
Yeah, let's wait for the signal first. And it looks like the referee here on the near sideline is pointing. Oh, he was pointing to Hopewell Valley's direction. Now it'll be a false start called on Burlington Township.
False start against Burlington. That's going to push him back 5. Bring up a 3rd and long.
So another 3rd and short turns into a 3rd and longer for Burlington Township.
Yeah, now you're at 3rd and 8. And again, that's a big difference.
All right,
3rd and short, you can do a few different things.
3rd down.
Well, 3rd and 8 with Binns, I mean, if he reaches his average on a carry, it's still a first down by a yard.
Yeah, that last set of downs, they gave it to him on 3rd and 1, and he got 13 yards.
Yeah.
So 3rd and 8, well, they go to Binns again. He's the receiver to the right, the running back to the right of McNair, the QB. Spread formation. They're back to pass, so here's McNair with some pressure. Hit as he throws, but he gets it up, and it's caught. Gerald Sackey taken down inside the 10, down to the 3.
Wow, and I was watching Sackey on that route, and he kind of got doubled coming off the line, and he kind of worked his way through both of those defenders, got the step on the one guy, and delivered it perfect. What a pretty play that was for Burlington Township.
41-yard gain on the 3rd down pass. And how about some guts from Eddie McNair, the freshman QB, standing in the pocket, taking a big hit there.
Yep.
As he let that one go, and a perfect pass to Gerald Sackey. The freshman connection has the Falcons inside the 5.
Well, these guys will keep you awake at night.
1st and goal from the 3 for the Falcons. Trying to punch it in for the first score of the day. McNair the snap, give to Binns, left side, and he's through for the score. Touchdown Falcons, Aiden Binns with his 13th rushing score of the year.
Well, that was a pretty impressive drive. I mean, they showed a mix of run and pass. They used all their weapons really effectively, mixed it up, and overcame a penalty. That was a drive of a 6-0 team.
Aiden Binns punches it in from 4 yards, and now the Falcons will go for 2. They've attempted just 6 extra points this season, so no surprise here. They're keeping the offense on the field. Here's the snap. McNair rolling to his right. He's looking for Binns, but he's covered. Throws to the back of the end zone, and good pass deflection, a good breakup. Believe it's number 11, Luke Hemmer. Or it's actually number 0, Jude Berman, Jude Berman with the pass breakup as Gerald Sackey was the intended receiver. And it'll stay at 6-0 after the Bulldogs able to cancel out that 2-point attempt.
Yeah, Township's still looking for a point after or 2 points after against these guys.
Yeah.
After missing 2 last year.
So 6-0 Burlington Township, 5:18 left in the first quarter.
Well, Binns ran it for 24 on that. And
For those of you that may be
McNair
hungry, there
threw
are
for
Chick-fil-A
49.
biscuit sandwiches this morning, both chicken and
No,
sausage.
50.
So make
Just
sure
a
you
heck of a
visit our
drive.
snack booth.
The big play was the 41-yard connection in the air to Gerald Sackey on a 3rd and 8. And then Burlington Township, first play inside the 5. They go to their star man, Aiden Binns, and he punches it in for his 13th rushing TD of the year.
You know, for some reason I wrote down that Stickle had a drive, about carry. Did he carry the ball on that?
Sackey?
Sackey,
No, I don't believe so.
That must have been, an onside kick.
Attempt for the Falcons, and it's going to go out of bounds. So
Flag gonna go out of bounds.
I don't know why I wrote that down. I thought that seemed odd.
flag on the play, and it'll be good field position for Hopewell Valley. Yeah,
Again.
just McNair and Binns were the ones who had the carries in that first drive.
Did McNair had a carry?
Yes.
Okay, that's okay.
4 yards I have it down for.
Yes, that was. I wrote down 4 instead of 14. I was too lazy to write down the other one.
So now Hopewell's offense got to find an answer.
Early morning games, Andrew.
Yeah. Switching it up on us. Yeah, this game originally scheduled to start at noon, but a couple weeks ago they moved it up to 10:30.
Yes, brain hasn't started working yet. Even when it starts, it's not all that great.
Here's first down, give to Valenza, and he's taken down in the backfield. Burlington Township's front just swarming through. It's London Johnson who applied the pressure, and then coming in for the tackle is Jameis Sackey and Jordan Wimberly.
I'll tell you what, this defense looks fast. Was that a 5-yard loss?
Yeah, a little 5 on the play, and now we have a Falcon down at midfield. I believe it's London Johnson.
Timeout on the field with an injury.
Who,
That 24?
yeah, came in to apply the pressure.
Yeah. Well, minus yardage for Valenza on his last 2 carries, so. Yeah, Hopewell's going to have to make some adjustments here quickly, both offensively and defensively.
Quickly getting back to his feet as London Johnson will head back to the Falcons sideline. The Italian People's Bakery is proud to support high school sports on the WBCB Sports Network. Visit them at their signature location at 63 Butler Street for the finest rolls, deli meats, and pastries. Drive by to smell that homemade bread made daily, or have them cater your next party or affair. The Italian People's Bakery, located on 63 Butler Street, is the place to go for the best hoagies on Sunday afternoon and the finest dessert trays for your special get-together. Visit them once again at 63 Butler Street in Chambersburg, the Italian People's Bakery since 1936. 2nd and 14 for Hopewell Valley. Loss of 4 on the first down play to give to Ethan Valenza. Here's the snap. Give to Valenza again, and he got some momentum as Vlasic went with him.
Yeah, that was like Vlasic wasn't letting go of the ball. It was like a sideways tush push with the quarterback kind of guiding.
So we'll get those 5 yards back. And
Yeah, whatever it was, it worked.
Yeah. Ball spotted at the 45-yard line. It'll be a 3rd and 11 for the Bulldogs. Well, there's no denying Burlington Township coming into this game with a little extra motivation. They were 6-0 entering the matchup against Hopewell Valley last year, and Bulldogs handing the Falcons their first loss of the year.
Yeah.
Back to pass.
Blitzing again.
Vlasic finds the room, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage, but chasing him down is Jameis Sackey.
Jameis Sackey has been everywhere today.
Offensive line just completely breaking down on the pass protection for Hopewell Valley, and Vlasic has to scramble.
Yeah, well, they're sending pressure. They had a blitz up the middle there.
Jameis Sackey again busting through the line to make a big play. And the Bulldogs are forced to punt again with no positive yardage.
I mean, Vlasic did a good job of just avoiding the loss there, avoiding the sack.
Luke Hammer gets the punt off, and it's a pretty good one. And it's going to pin the Falcons inside the 15 down to the 11-yard line.
Hammer's another really valuable multi-purpose guy for this team.
Yeah, Lucas Hammer, a senior. averaging over 7 yards per carry, 3 rushing touchdowns this year for the Bulldogs. Also has 3 receiving touchdowns and 5 sacks on defense, and then his punting duties too. So Lucas Hemmer, one of the MVPs for this Hopewell team.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that was only a 29-yard punt, but that was perfect because it puts them inside the 20. I mean, rather than just boom it and bring it out.
The Falcons will start with the ball at their own 11-yard line, trying to repeat their scoring drive from before. Here's the give to Binns, and this time it's Hopewell Valley's defensive line who makes a big stop. Binns goes nowhere.
Big stop by the Bulldogs there on first down.
They're actually going to give him a loss on the play, too, so ball at the 15.
Yep. Maybe that'll fire up this Bulldogs offense a little bit.
2nd and 11 as Binns loses a yard.
Come on, defense!
Binns now coming out wide. Spread formation with no back. Here's McNair. Back to pass. He throws looking for Binns, and it's off his hand. Bulldogs sent pressure, and McNair had to get it out quickly.
It's going to bring up an incomplete pass and bring up 3rd and long.
All right, this becomes a really big play now for the Hopewell offense or defense. If they can stop them here, they're going to get good field position again.
3rd and 11, have to get to the 26 for a first down. Got to believe it's a passing drive, but with Aiden Binns in the backfield,
yeah, right.
Who knows? Spread formation again. Now Binns heading out wide. 3 receivers to the right. McNair now sends Latimer in motion. Here's the snap, fakes it to Latimer. Back to pass, he throws it to the left side, and pressure in there was Jude Berman.
Yeah.
It's off the hands of Gerald Sackey.
Berman was zeroing in on that. I think Berman was going to try to jump the receiver there for a second, try and get in and pick one off.
Good defensive stop for the Hopewell Valley Bulldogs. They'll again get good field position. They started their last drive at their own, at Burlington Township's 44 and got no positive yardage. Jude Berman, who was in there on that pass breakup, back to receive the punt. And around the 45-yard line.
Oh!
And it's blocked. Bulldogs come up with a big stop, special teams, and they're going to have much better field position than their 44-yard start. Their last drive, they're inside the 15, right around the 10.
You know, I don't want to take anything away from Hopewell, but I don't know if I'd call that a block as much as he just line drive kicked that straight into the line. It looked like it got no loft at all, and was just straight into the line. What a break for Hopewell. I mean, I don't know, maybe Hopewell's pressure had a little something to do with that.
Yeah, I mean, the line for the Bulldogs bursting through, maybe sending a couple extra guys there, knowing that there was some pressure on the Falcons to get that off.
Well, special teams can make a big difference in games. We know that.
Hopewell Valley starting with the ball at Burlington Township's 12-yard line. Here's the snap. And he'll keep it himself. Vlasic, shoulder down inside the 5.
That's going to bring the Bulldogs inside the 5-yard line.
Bulldogs QB gain a 9 on the play, and they're inside the 5 down to the 3.
All of a sudden, the momentum have switched. And what was that, a keeper?
Classic again, yep. Keeping it, and looks like they're going to give him that first down.
Classic again with the keeper. Looking like he got enough for the first down. And he did. That's going to bring up
Chains start to move now for the Bulldogs.
First down for Hopewell in this, their 3rd series.
1st and goal from the 2.
I think Valenza. No, keep
they're
it
going to
again.
keep it with Vlasic, and there for the stop is Chase Carton. Senior linebacker for the Falcons. Eyeing up the ball, eyeing up Vlasic, and now quickly moving here are the Bulldogs. Down to the 1, a little bit of a tush-push formation. You can't push the QB, though.
Nope.
Vlasic again is going to take it himself, and again, he's short.
That's going to bring up 3rd and goal. Vlasic with the keepers, a little
Ball's
short.
going to be spotted inside the 1 yard line on a 3rd and goal for Hopewell Valley. So the clock ticks down, final minute of the first quarter.
Well, they've gone up the middle twice. Do you do it again?
Yeah, the QB Vlasic's had 4 straight carries.
Well, now they're in the shotgun.
Vlasic with Valenza to his right. The give is to Valenza. Now they try to push him in. Did he get there? Awaiting the signal from the side lineman. And he's in for the score.
Yeah, he fell over the line.
Burlington Township, their defense is adamant that he did not get in. Referee does signal touchdown. Burlington Township coaching staff.
Well, I'm saying from up here it looked like he got in, but we are in no way in the right spot to make that call. So, but I thought he got in.
And the Falcons really pleading their case. Multiple players on defense, the coaching staff too. But it'll be a 1 yard score for Ethan Valenza. Snap, hold, kick is up. And that one is good.
Kick is good. That's going to give the Bulldogs a lead here with 20 seconds.
Is that Jeremy English with the PAT?
7-6.
Yeah, I have a. Couldn't quite get the number out.
I thought it was number 12.
Yeah, Reinhardt is listed as their kicker.
Yeah. So is JL Gramaggio.
On their stats. Yeah, they have JL Gramaggio, but Reinhardt's been
English
doing the
is
extra
not.
points this year.
Hey, Joe, who kicked that?
Yeah, pretty sure it was Josh Reinhardt, the senior, number 52. Because Reinhardt's taking care of most of their extra points this season.
We're putting our national anthem singer to work.
Yeah, 23 for
Thank you,
24
Joe.
now on the year is Josh
Where's
Reinhardt.
Josh
That
Reinhardt?
was Josh Reinhardt with the extra point to put the Bulldogs on top.
20 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Hopewell Valley gets their first lead of the day on a 1 yard run from Ethan Valenza. But it was set up by a good defensive stop and then special teams blunder from Burlington Township.
Did that look like a number 12 to you taking that kick, or did I?
No, it was 52.
52.
Yeah, Josh Reinhardt.
No, I'll go back to my old refrain. It's early.
Excellent coverage by the Bulldogs on the kickoff.
Bulldogs strong coverage on the kickoff, and
Bring the Burlington Township to the
Burlington
35
Township will
yard
start with the ball at their own 35-yard line, trailing for the first time today in unfamiliar territory for this Falcons team to be trailing in any game.
Yeah, for sure.
Coming off an 8-0 shutout win last week against Burlington City. Burlington Township, number 15 in the NJ.com top 20 rankings. 17 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Here's McNair in the gun. Bins to his left, fakes the handoff to Bins, now throws it out on the screen to Lattimore. Lattimore has space, breaks a couple tackles, and he's into Bulldogs territory. Past the 40, down to the 37. Julian Lattimore.
But these guys got some weapons, don't they?
Yeah, absolutely.
Lattimore's like the other receiver, and he looked pretty darn good on that play. 29-yard pickup.
Up to the Hopewell Valley 36-yard line. Huge gain on the first play of this drive for Burlington Township, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. 7-6 lead for Hopewell Valley over Burlington Township. As Aiden Binns and Ethan Valenza trading rushing touchdowns from inside the 5.
If you're hungry, there's some Chick-fil-A biscuit sandwiches, both chicken and
Today's game is brought to you by Haldeman Ford. Haldeman Ford, Route 33 in Hamilton Township, is holding a drive one for the community today, Saturday, October 11th, from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. For every test drive, Haldeman Ford will donate $30 to the Mercer County Technical Schools. Bring out the family for a fun day of snacks and giveaways and help a great cause. Drive one for the community, benefiting the Mercer County Technical Schools. Head over to Haldeman Ford on Route 33 in Hamilton today from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. and take a test drive. For every test drive, Haldeman Ford will donate $30 to the Mercer County Technical Schools. Haldeman Ford, celebrating 50 years of supporting your community.
They're selling Chick-fil-A here, folks, so if you don't feel like waiting in the Chick-fil-A drive-thru line, you come here, but first you'd have to buy a ticket to get in. So it costs you a little bit more.
Yeah, when they were unloading the catering right when I pulled up. I was a little tempted to grab one.
I don't blame you. Once you get a whiff of that, man,
yeah.
forget about it.
No, I might have just made the executive decision, Fish, to get Chick-fil-A for dinner tonight.
Ah, okay.
We'll see. You might have talked me into it now, Mike.
Glad I could be such an influence in your life, my friend. I guess I go down. I guess I will be your mentor.
There you go.
Your eating mentor. I'm good at that.
So am I. First play from scrimmage in the second quarter of Burlington Township. 1st and 10 from the Hopewell 36. Eddie McNair fakes the handoff to Binns. Looking deep again for Saki, who breaks through the defensive backfield, but he's overthrown.
Yeah, he had him. I mean, he had to put a pretty perfect throw in there to get it, but he had gotten inside his man.
Saki with good speed on the outside as a receiver for the Falcons, and McNair, the freshman, just overthrowing him there.
Good speed, and ability to run a good route.
Saki entering today's game, 21 receptions for 376 yards, just under 18 yards per reception. And he's the lone receiver out there on the left side for the Falcons. 2nd and 10, give us to Binns, right side. And he's taken down, gets a short gain, maybe 2 on the play. Bulldogs defense keying in as Ryan Otterbray was in on the tackle.
Ryan Otterbray having a really good year.
He gained him 1 yard.
One of the few returnees on this team from last year.
Otterbray coming off a big game last week against Seneca, 9 tackles.
Yep.
He had 9 tackles against Burlington Township in the win last year. Over 100 career tackles for the senior Ryan Otterbray. He's
good athlete, baseball player.
Yep. Up to 40 tackles this year for the Bulldogs. That leads Hopewell Valley. And now a 3rd and 9 for Burlington Township. McNair looking to pass to the left side. Pressure coming. Maybe a missed hold on the edge, but it doesn't matter as the rest of the Hopewell Valley defensive line getting to the quarterback.
You know, that would have been interesting if they called that. Would they have declined or would they have pushed them back more?
Yeah,
it's a moot point.
Ethan Barker was among the Bulldogs in there on the tackle. It's a loss of 1 on the play, so I guess officially goes down as a sack, taking down the QB, McNair.
Right back where they get 4th and 10.
Have to get to the 26 for a first down. Burlington Township's had a couple of big gains today.
Watch the holding in the back, ref, before it starts.
Hopewell Valley with a 1-point lead, trying to keep it going. McNair jumps over a defender, now goes deep, and it's incomplete. Intended for Julian Lattimore, some athletics from the Burlington Township QB.
Yeah, well, Jacob Berman had it all the way. Jacob Berman was right with him, leaped up, knocked the ball down. That was never a threat there. And if anything, well, you know, I don't know if Berman, it looked like Berman might have been able to catch that, but I think he was, you know, savvy enough to realize if he caught it, I'm not saying he could have caught it, but if he did, he would have been tackled way back there. He knew it was 4th down, just knocked it down, and now they have it out at the 36.
Heads up play for Jacob Berman. And now Hopewell Valley will take over at their own 37-yard line. 10 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Here's the handoff to Valenza. And they'll get maybe 1 yard on the play. Both these defensive lines off to strong starts today.
No, that's for sure. Uh-oh, we got a guy down.
Yep, got a Burlington Township player down on the field.
Kind of kicking his legs in pain. Oh, boy.
Gain of 1 on the play for Ethan Valenza. And it looks like a number 9 there. That would be Jordan Wimberly.
Well, we see it every week, and we say it every week. You hate to see that, and you hope he can get up and be okay and get back in this game.
Wimberly now sitting up. Looks like he's pointing to his right arm.
Yeah.
And now getting some help up from the coaches. He'll walk over to the sideline. Jordan Wimberly, a senior. 14 total tackles entering today. A fumble recovery, too. He had 19 tackles last year. And he'll step off, hopefully, for a brief moment, as he's tended to on the sidelines. Today's game is brought to you by the Trentonian. Don't forget, if you miss any of today's action, you can read all about it in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. If you're complete local and national news 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian or online. The only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian. 2nd and 9 for Hopewell Valley. Just a small gain of 1 on the first play for Ethan Valenza. And now Vlasic back to pass. Here's Grayson Vlasic. Pressure coming. He's got to get out of the pocket. Throws to the right at the sideline. It's caught. First down, Jude Berman.
Wow. Berman just kind of hung around. This is it. Stuck around while other guys were going deep. Found a dead spot there and wide open. Great job by Vlasic to keep that play alive with his scrambling ability, too.
Right at the 6 and a good connection. Vlasic finding his man Jude Berman for a first down. Fresh set of downs for Hopewell Valley. Ball spotted at their own 47. 1 point lead for the Bulldogs.
That's the first completion for Vlasic in this game. Only thrown twice.
That one up the middle, give to Valenza, and he gets a good gain into Burlington Township territory up to the 48.
Hopewell offense starting to feel a little rhythm now.
Give it to Valenza again, but he stops behind the line of scrimmage. Again, it's Jameis Sackey among the men on the tackle. London Johnson in there, too, for the Falcons. And it's a loss of 2 on the play for Valenza. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 7 for the Bulldogs.
Well, sometimes rhythm doesn't mean everything.
Well, we mentioned Burlington Township's potent rushing attack, over 209 rushing yards per game this season. Well, Hopewell Valley's better statistically on the ground. 248 rushing yards per game for the Bulldogs this year.
A lot of that has to do with their quarterback.
Vlasic back to pass, though, on a 3rd and 7. Throws to the right side. Caught behind him, but he's short of the line to game. It was Kala Yadimiak.
It's going to be Vlasic and Yadimiak. Good game. That's going to bring up 4th.
And the Bulldogs are going to keep the offense on the field on a 4th and 3.
Well, Township would love to come up with a big play here. They were stopped on 4th down on their possession.
43-yard line is the line to gain. Jude Berman in motion to the right side. And now they move him back. And some confusion here, I think,
we might
for Hopewell Valley.
Might see a timeout here. No, guess not.
Yep, now the Bulldogs going to get set, and they snap on 4th and 3. Pressure coming from the left side. Vlasic with a jump throw, but he's got a man open, and a beautiful over-the-shoulder catch for the first down. I think it's Mike Whitlock, number 9.
Wow. I thought he was just heaving that out of desperation. Isn't that what it looked like?
Yeah, it was kind of like an awkward jump throw for Vlasic.
Yeah.
But finding space. Again, good job by a Bulldogs receiver to find the open space.
And Hopewell going no huddle here.
Vlasic keeps it himself, left side, breaking through tackles, still on his feet, in the 5, touchdown Bulldogs! What a run for the QB, Grayson Vlasic.
Well, we've seen him do it so many times. He is an extra weapon in that as a passer and a runner. And once he gets moving and he can, he gets a little space, he can go. I'm still amazed at that pass. I'm still amazed at Mike Whitlock.
Yeah.
I mean, they had 2 receivers in that series, both wide open with nobody around. And Whitlock got open deep.
Grayson Vlasic, his 5th rushing touchdown of the year. He's now over 400 yards on the ground. Kick spotted up and good from Josh Reinhardt. And it's a 14-6 lead for Hopewell Valley after a strong run from the QB, Grayson Vlasic.
14, Burlington 6.
Well, they figured some things out here offensively, that's for sure.
Grayson Vlasic, the tough run, almost Josh Allen-esque, just refusing to go down.
Yep.
And you mentioned it, Fish, just a couple of plays before. Their rushing attack is really thanks in large part to Vlasic's dual threat ability.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Valenza's a very good running back, but when you have that added weapon, Vlasic has now rushed for 34 yards in this game.
So a 14-6 lead for Hopewell Valley. In what's arguably the biggest game of the season at this point for both these teams.
Well, every time you win, they just get bigger, you know?
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, I thought last week was the biggest win against Seneca.
Yeah. I mean, if they'd have lost last week, we've been talking about, trying to, well.
And that's touched. It's off a Burlington Township player, and picking it up and going the other way is Carter Horvath for the Bulldogs. Hopewell Valley picking it up on another special teams blunder for Burlington Township.
Wow.
And all the momentum going to the home side now as the Bulldogs have wonderful field position inside the red zone.
Yeah, Horvath, I thought he was going to go, but he did get down to about what, maybe the 5-yard line? Wait, they're not moving the sticks.
Yeah, maybe they said that he touched the ball out of bounds, maybe.
I believe you
on
are
the
right.
30-yard line here. It's still going to stay with Hopewell Valley.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Looks like they called him out of
Yeah,
bounds.
so I guess it was recovered by Horvath, and he had his foot out of bounds before he took off toward the end zone.
Either way, huge.
Yeah, massive play for Hopewell Valley, and the offense goes right back to work after that scoring play. The ball's out. Ball's on the ground, and it's recovered by the Falcons. Oh, wow.
Yeah, wow is right. I mean, look, when you get a break, when you're playing in a game at this level with both of these teams this good, if you get a break, you got to take advantage of it, and you just can't hand the break right back, which Hopewell just did there.
All the momentum was on Hopewell's side, and then first play after that big special teams turnover, it's miscommunication between Vlasic and Valenza, and the ball pops out, recovered by Burlington Township.
Yeah, Jordan Smith, I think, fell on it. Yeah, you gotta, you can't. You gotta keep that momentum going.
7:02 left on the clock in the second quarter. 14-6 is your score. Hopewell Valley leads, and Burlington Township gets the ball back after muffing the kickoff. First play for Hopewell Valley is a fumble, and Burlington Township gets the ball back. Play action, McNair. He's pressured. Horvath came in, and now McNair will scramble to the left side. He'll get 1 yard, but he's taken down right at the sideline. Chasing him down was Ryan Ottebre.
Yeah, Horvath came in and got the initial pressure, flushed him out of the pocket. And Bulldogs off defense just sort of strung it out, allowing Ottebre to make the play.
Well, it really is just a fascinating matchup here. Two teams who are very strong rushing offensively, but also great at stopping the run.
Right.
Burlington Township allowing just 53 rushing yards per game against opposing offenses. 79.8 rushing yards allowed per game for Hopewell Valley. Here's a Sam McNair back to pass. Left side, it's connection with Gerald Sackey. And did he get enough for the first down? No, he's going to be just short.
Yeah, he must be about a foot short.
3rd and 1 coming up for Burlington Township. Third and 2 for the Falcons.
Binns time? Is he even
Yeah, I would think so. Yeah, Binns is there.
Yeah.
I know they're gonna give it to him up the middle, but I don't think he got it.
I almost certain he didn't get it.
He shoved back.
Yeah, I think that's who Hopewell was keying on.
Carter Horvath in on the tackle. It's a loss of yardage on the carry from Binns. And now a 4th and 2. Burlington Township likely to keep the offense on the field.
That's a little risky.
Hey, right around midfield, ball at their own 41-yard line.
Well, when you have that kind of confidence in your offense, which they do, they know that they can move the ball.
I think Burlington Township might decide to take a timeout here. Eddie McNair, the QB, is just standing there near the sideline.
They might go for the try to, draw them off sides thing or something like that.
Timeout for Burlington Township, and they'll talk this one over. Big play coming up on 4th and 2 with 4:43 left to go in the second quarter. This game has big implications for the South Jersey Group 3 rankings.
Oh, yeah.
Burlington Township coming into today, the number 1 seed projected 6-0, just ahead of 6-1 Somerville. 14 total points for Burlington Township, 13.3 for Somerville. And then you have Hopewell Valley down there at the 7 seed right now with 10.83 power points, right behind Seneca, who they beat last week.
And you got Ewing is right in the hunt there, too.
Ewing at 8th.
Ewing is 8th. Ewing is right behind Hopewell.
Yep.
So, yeah, it's interesting. Don't ask me how to. Greg Johnson, if you want to get a kind of a feel for how this could play out, Greg Johnson tried to explain it. Well, he did explain it, but and then he explained it all, and I was like, what? And then he had a line saying, it's not really that complicated as it seems. I was reading it, I'm going, yes, it is. But he really broke it down well. So if you get on Trentonian.com and check out Greg's column, he tries to explain how teams are going to end up in South or Central once the playoffs start. Anyway, here we go.
4th and 2 for Burlington Township. McNair, the snap, they'll give it to Binns again. He was stuffed on 3rd down. Not this time, though, as he gets the 1st down. Second effort, third effort.
Second and third, yeah.
Up near midfield to the 48-yard line. 48, they're going to spot it at the 48. Regardless of 1st down on a tough run from Aiden Binns.
Aiden Binns with the carry.
A very tough run.
1st down for Burlington.
Binns over 1,100 yards on the ground this season now. And a fresh set of downs for Burlington Township.
Need 2, get 7. That's Binns' motto.
1st and 10 from the 48. They'll give it to Binns again, right side. Binns bounces off a tackler, gets past midfield up to the 49. It's going to be a gain of 3 for the Falcons back.
It's going to be Aiden Binns for a gain of about 3. Bring it up 2nd and 7.
Hopewell Valley's defense done a nice job at forcing big 3rd and 4th down plays for Burlington Township, but the Falcons offense answering the call.
Yeah, well, a couple times they've answered.
Yep.
They still only 6 points on the board.
Binns now moves from left to right. Next to McNair, he's back to pass, though. Left side, Sackey again, turns upfield. And Sackey past the 45 up to the 43. It'll be another 3rd and short for Burlington Township.
Nothing big, Gary. Just sort of a little curl-in pattern, and Sackey then with a little spin move to get about another 2 yards.
3rd and 1 from the 43. Don't think anybody would be surprised if Aiden Binns gets the ball in his hands here.
I wouldn't.
McNair snaps, give is to Binns up the middle. I believe he has enough. It's right there at the line to gain. Ryan Otterbray putting his fist up, thinking it's 4th down. And they are going to say he's short.
All right, Bulldogs stopping.
2 referees talking, and we might get a measurement here.
Yep, if he's short by a fingernail.
Yeah, line of gains at the 42. They have it spotted just shy of the 42-yard line. Chains coming out now. And we'll see the official ruling. It's either going to be a 4th and inches or a fresh set of downs.
Yeah.
And it's going to be 4th down. He's short by about a foot.
Inches, he is just short.
Well, a lot of times you'd be excited about this, but with somebody like Binns, it's like, let's if Hopewell can come up with a stop here, Wow.
Yeah.
That would be impressive.
Yeah, for a guy like Binns, it's
Guy
almost a
averages 9
foregone
and a half, and you
conclusion.
roll-
Fourth and about a foot for Burlington Township. They stay in shotgun formation, though, with QB McNair. Binns to his left. Hopewell Valley's defense has come up with multiple huge stops today. Can they have another one here? McNair. He snaps. Fakes it to Binns. Oh, no, they are going to give it to Binns, and he gets the first down. Good fake out there by McNair.
Yeah, handed off and then went through his, like he was going ready to pass, and he picked it up handily.
They give it to the reliable Binns, and he gets about 2 yards on the play. Slow to get up was Carter Horvath, but will remain on the field for Hopewell Valley. And it's a fresh set of downs for Burlington Township. As the clock ticks towards 2 minutes left to go in the first half. 14-6 lead for Hopewell Valley.
Yeah, Hopewell might just play a little soft here. Try not to give him the big one to Saki and see if they can run the clock out.
Lamar Carnjay in motion, left to right. And McNair back to pass. Pressure coming from the left side. That's Horvath. And he's just going to throw it away now. Smart decision by the freshman QB. Horvath and Luke Hammer were applying the pressure for Hopewell Valley.
And I'm trying to see who the number is. Somebody was all over Saki. It was, I think it might have been, I can't tell. Oh, it was Berman.
Both Bermans, Jacob and Jude.
That was Jude.
Coming up with some big plays today. 2nd and 10 for Burlington Township. Spread formation. Now moving in motion left to right is Lattimore in the slot. McNair looking to the left side. He's looking for Saki again. Throwing down the left sideline. Saki jumps up, makes the catch, but they're going to say he's out of bounds.
Yeah.
Great coverage by Jude Berman.
Again, yes.
That's going to bring out 3rd and 10.
And I mean, they did. Everybody did everything they could on that. It just, yeah, they got him out of bounds, and Saki still with a great catch, even though he was covered.
We've seen Saki be that lone receiver out on the left side for Burlington Township. He's able to connect on a 41-yard play.
Berman has just been in single coverage with him, too, the whole time.
He's done a strong job. Binns now, the running back, moving out to the left side. Empty backfield, 5-receiver set for Burlington Township. Back to pass. The throw is to Binns, and it's off his hands. Incomplete.
Yeah, big hit by Jacob Berman there. As you said, both Bermans making their presence felt in this drive.
And Hopewell Valley's defense, again, able to stand tall, and they're going to force a punt here from Burlington Township.
Yeah, no punt, just try to pin him. $1:39 left.
Yeah, 4th and 10, just a little too far, especially in this sort of situation. You give Hopewell Valley great field position.
Yeah, the last thing you want to do is make them just drive, 2/5 of the field. Ooh,
high snap, but coming down with it to make the catch and getting it away. Rolling along, and it'll be stopped at the 15-yard line for Burlington, or for Hopewell Valley, excuse me.
Just inside the 15-yard line. Bring up 1st and 10.
I don't know if Hopewell's going to do anything crazy here or not. They might just decide to run it out.
Patrick Moore doing the kicking today for Burlington Township, the freshman. And really most of his stuff is coming off kickoffs and punts this year. He has not attempted a field goal in just 6 extra point attempts for the freshman Patrick Moore. 4 for 6 on those point after attempts. So Hopewell Valley with 1:29 left on the clock in the first half, up by 8. Trying to add to their lead. First play from scrimmage. The give is to Valenza up the middle. And he gets 2 yards on the play.
Yeah, I don't think Hopewell's trying to add to their lead here. I think they're trying to get into the
maybe
locker
just run
room.
the clock out, yep.
Yeah.
Burlington Township will get the ball to start the second half. Yeah, not really looking like much urgency here from the Hopewell Valley offense.
Yeah, because you don't want to risk a turnover now.
Vlasic in the gun. Snap, and he hands it off to Valenza. Valenza sweeps to the left side on the edge. And he gets back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. And the clock ticks under 40 seconds left to go in the first half.
You know, with as explosive as Township can be, I'm a little surprised they don't call timeout and try to get it back one last time.
Yeah, they still have 2 to work with. I think they're just taking the one time out in this first half. But maybe Stephen Everett kind of has the same mindset as Dave Caldwell right now. Just get this to half and try to regroup.
Yeah. I mean,
Burlington Township getting the ball first, too, to start the second half in a one-score game. And this clock ticks down. We'll see if there's going to be a game delay game, and they'll just let it run out.
Well, if you'd have told me Ethan Valenza would only have 8 yards at halftime and Hopewell be up, I would tell you you're crazy, but I guess you wouldn't be crazy.
Yeah, Valenza, it's right around his season average on the ground, 8 yards per carry. And the star back for Hopewell Valley has been held by Burlington Township, but the Bulldogs lead it at home over the undefeated Falcons 14-6. And this Hopewell Valley crowd now with the sun starting to peek out and shine. Good mood for the Bulldogs faithful heading into the break as they lead it 14-6 over Burlington Township. Aiden Baines got the scoring started for Burlington Township with a 4-yard TD run, and then a 2-point attempt was missed. And Ethan Valenza tying the game, an extra point from Reinhardt, making it 7-6, and then Grayson Vlasic with a tough 20-plus yard run, breaking multiple tackles to find the end zone and give Hopewell Valley the lead 14-6 as we head into the break here at Ackerson Field. Today's game is brought to you by Hyundai of Trenton. Over 1,400 tear-free cars ready to go at Hyundai of Trenton, 1655 North Olden Avenue in Ewing Township. Hyundai Kona, Palisade, Tucson, Santa Fe, Elantras, all priced for immediate sale. No one has the selection or the special pricing that Hyundai of Trenton has. Over 1,400 tear-free cars. If you were ever thinking about buying a new car, SUV, or EV vehicle, now's the time to buy at Hyundai of Trenton, 1655 North Olden Avenue in Ewing Township. Remember, they have over 1,400 tear-free cars waiting for you to test drive now. We'll take a break here at halftime and come back for some stats and scores out of town here on the WBCB Sports Network. Stick with us. 14-6, Hopewell Valley leads it.
Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org. Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township. Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Most people diagnosed with skin cancer are not even aware of their cancer. It's important to get a complete skin checkup. Kessel Dermatology offers a vast array of surgical procedures, including Mohs surgery, plus other non-surgical options. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology.
There really is nothing like a home team advantage. That's why Team Toyota makes a great choice for your next vehicle purchase or service. With our MVP pricing guarantee, teammate rewards program, and streamlined customer experience, our award-winning operation ensures that you can trust our process. A home team advantage is nothing without the community. Our employees are part of our family, part of your town, and we're all part of the team. We're always here for you at one of our 3 locations in Princeton, Langhorne, and Glen Mills.
New Jersey is home to the best public schools in the nation, and that didn't happen by accident. It's the result of parents, educators, and communities working together year after year to give our students a world-class education, no matter the challenge. Because parents and educators know that with a shared commitment to our public schools, our children can learn, grow, and thrive. And together, we can keep New Jersey's public schools the best in the nation.
Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology offers top-of-the-line medical-grade skincare products manufactured in the USA. They're tested and developed by a team of board-certified dermatology experts, and they come with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. 1490 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties. Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org. Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township. Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Most people diagnosed with skin cancer are not even aware of their cancer. It's important to get a complete skin checkup. Kessel Dermatology offers a vast array of surgical procedures, including Mohs surgery, plus other non-surgical options. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology.
There really is nothing like a home team advantage. That's why Team Toyota makes a great choice for your next vehicle purchase or service. With our MVP pricing guarantee, teammate rewards program, and streamlined customer experience, our award-winning operation ensures that you can trust our process. A home team advantage is nothing without the community. Our employees are part of our family, part of your town, and we're all part of the team. We're always here for you at one of our 3 locations in Princeton, Langhorne, and Glen Mills.
New Jersey is home to the best public schools in the nation, and that didn't happen by accident. It's the result of parents, educators, and communities working together year after year to give our students a world-class education, no matter the challenge. Because parents and educators know that with a shared commitment to our public schools, our children can learn, grow, and thrive. And together, we can keep New Jersey's public schools the best in the nation.
Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology offers top-of-the-line medical-grade skincare products manufactured in the USA. They're tested and developed by a team of board-certified dermatology experts, and they come with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. 1490 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
Welcome back to Hopewell Valley Central High School as the Bulldogs lead the 6-0 Burlington Township Falcons 14-6 at halftime. Looked like most of the momentum was on Burlington Township's side through the first quarter, but then a special teams play on a punt for Hopewell Valley set up their first scoring drive. And they got another answer from an Grayson Vlasic touchdown run to give them the lead. And a 14-6 cushion for the Bulldogs at the break. Fish, you got the stats to break down for us.
Yeah. Let's run down that scoring again, real little more precisely. Burlington Township, Aiden Binns, a 4-yard run. The 2-point pass failed. That gave Township a 6-0 lead with 5:18 to go in the first quarter. Hopewell, as Andrew said, Hopewell got the break on that punt. Ethan Valenza with a 1-yard run. Josh Reinhardt with the extra point to make it 7-6. And that was with 20 seconds to go in the first quarter. And then Grayson Vlasic took off on a 22-yard run. Reinhardt with another kick. 14-6 Hopewell with 7:11 and a half, and that was it for the scoring. For the stats favor Township pretty heavily. Look at individual rushing. Aiden Binns, 12 for 38 and a touchdown. Eddie McNair, 3 for 4. Team rushing, 15 for 42 for the Falcons. Passing, Eddie McNair is 6 for 13 for 93 yards. Receiving, Gerald Sackey, 4 for 60. Julian Lattimore, 1 for 29. And Lamar Carnjay, 1 for 4. So 93 passing yards. The Falcons have run 28 plays for 135 total yards of offense. They have just 4 first downs. They punted twice for an 11.0 average, 1 penalty for 5 yards, and they fumbled once and lost it. For the Bulldogs, Ethan Valenza, 9 carries for 8 yards and a touchdown. Grayson Vlasic, 6 carries for 34 yards and a TD. Vlasic, 3 for 4 from in the air for 37 yards. Mike Whitlock, a catch for 24 yards. Jude Berman, 1 for 9 yards. Kyle Yadamick, 1 for 4 yards. That's 3 for 4 for 37. Hopewell, 19 plays for 79 yards, 2 first downs, 2 punts for 35.0, 0 penalties. And Andrew, you and I were talking off the air about that shows the signs of disciplined teams. Mm-hmm. Now, this is not a crew that's going to throw the flag haphazardly like some crews. These guys, they call the penalties that need to be called. But still, when you only have 1 penalty for 5 yards, that shows you, as Andrew pointed out in off camera, that shows a lot of discipline. Also, fumbles lost, 1 fumble, 1 loss. So you look at it, Township's got 28 plays to 19 for the Falcons, and 135 yards of offense is just 79 for the Falcons. So, Andrew, that's what that big play, that punt, block punt or, line drive punt into the line, whatever you want to call it, that set them up for the first score. And then the other one got set up on a, on a pretty big pass play to Mike Whitlock, and another big play. So a few big, semi-big plays by the Bulldogs to get their second touchdown. And, they've taken advantage of everything except the fumbled punt, which the fumbled kickoff, which Hopewell fumbled right back when they had the ball at the 30-yard line. So I think the way things have played out so far, Hopewell's going to they're going to be happy with where they're at right now.
Yeah, both these teams have explosive players that can make explosive plays, And we see it already with the Vlasic with the run after the connection with Whitlock to set up that for new first down. We saw Burlington Township with a 40-yard pass from Eddie McNair to Gerald Sackey that set up their touchdown. Aiden Binns rushing TD. And these teams are really having to work for their touchdowns, too, when they get down near the goal line. Both defensive lines really doing a great job of holding that up and making the opponent earn these points.
Yeah, the defensive lines, and, they are getting pressure on the quarterback a little bit, both of them. And Hopewell's secondary has just really done a great job. And Jude Berman, out there on an island with Gerald Sackey, and he's done a really good job. Sackey had that one really big 40-something yard completion. But other than that, Berman's done a real good job holding him down. But guys like that, they scare you because at any moment they can go off and get a big one. And a guy like Binns, any moment he can go off for a big one. But the same can be said for Valenza, and the same can be said for Vlasic with his legs. And, so far both of these defenses, though, doing a really good job of keeping things under control. While we have some time here, why don't we look at the scoreboard from last night? And
sure thing. A couple big results for some Mercer County schools.
Yeah, some interesting scores. I mean, in the shocker of the night, Trenton rebounded from just a nightmare performance against Eastern last week when it committed 7 turnovers. And the Tornadoes bounced back really impressively to upset Northern Burlington 28-22. The Greyhounds came into that game with a 5-1 record. Trenton was 2-3, and really, I mean, you really wondered how they were going to react to that performance last week, and they reacted just fine, thank you. Keith Williams threw 3 touchdown passes. 2 of them went to Brandon Howard, and 1 to Avi Ingram. The junior quarterback went 11 for 17 for 114 yards. He had 1 interception, and Janelle Lynch scored on a 63-yard run as Trenton breathed life into its chance to qualify for the South Jersey Group 5 playoffs. That was a huge win, and I got to tell you, you were there too last week, Andrew. You saw it. I mean, It was not pretty.
Yeah, that Eastern game, there was 10 combined turnovers for both teams, 7 for Trenton, and really just all collapsed in one big quarter, a big second quarter for Eastern.
Yeah.
But, yeah, a big bounce-back win for the Tornadoes, who they have some guys, they have some good skill players, and they started to build some momentum early in the season, taking on divisional opponents. But then they play a tough Eastern team last week, but a surprise win against Northern Burlington, who Northern Burlington is going to take on this Burlington Township team next week. So another big game coming up for the Greyhounds after a surprising loss to the Tornadoes.
Yeah, Mercer County would like to send both of those teams into that matchup coming off a loss. But, I mean, you just got to be impressed with Trenton's mental toughness and the coaching staff. Chris Franco's coaching staff had to have done a really good job of getting those guys to flush that game and come back out and focus on the task at hand, because you get waffled like that, and then you're playing a Northern Burlington team that has looked really good, and to come back and win like that's really good. Then you got in the Windsor's Mayor Cup, the battle for 571, I call it. Hightstown snapped their 5-game losing streak with a 35-7 victory over West Windsor Plainsboro. No other details were available for that one, but that ended a little bit of frustration for Hightstown, which had really struggled after an opening day win. And, West Windsor, they just keep trying to find their footing, and I'm sure that was a good atmosphere out there last night. That's always a fun game, no matter what the records of the two teams are. Robbinsville also snapped a losing streak. They had gone down 3 straight times, and they took a 33-25 win over Morristown. Gavin Yablonowitz, he's been really having a nice season. He completed 17 of 20 passes for 236 yards and 2 touchdowns. They went to Alex Giordano and Ricky Bender. Bender had 7 catches for 93 yards, and Connor Skillman rushed 13 times for 60 yards. And the only other game involving Mercer County last night, Notre Dame had a tough night, falling to Paul VI, 27-0. Paul VI had handled Notre Dame in the playoffs. Notre Dame finally came back to beat them last year, but Paul VI came back for the win last night. Jaden Davis rushed for 57 yards for the Irish, and that's about it. All the other action being played today, and probably a lot of it just going to be getting underway soon, or just getting underway. we had this early start. So, if we catch any scores from other games, we'll let you know. But right now, this is the game you want to be watching. This is the big one, and so far it's kind of lived up to its hype.
Yeah, no doubt. A 14-6 lead for Hopewell Valley as it's starting to become crunch time for these schools in New Jersey. The cutoff for public for the state tournament is October 25th, so just 2 more weeks for these teams, well, 3 more weeks, including today, to get their seeding situated and try to sneak into the postseason or secure a top seed like Burlington Township is trying to do, and Hopewell Valley trying to creep up that South Jersey Group 3 rankings as well. Both teams starting to disperse from the locker rooms now, getting set for second half action.
Yeah, while we have a minute,
sure.
They haven't even started the clock yet. Let's run through these UPR rankings for everybody here. What's going on here? Gridiron, New Jersey's coming up kind of goofy on me. Here we go. United Power.
Technology's fun sometimes, Fish.
Yeah.
All right, let's welcome your Hopewell Valley Bulldogs back to the
Well,
Okay, in South Group 2, let me see if anybody's in there. Bordentown, they're sort of like Mercer County, but the only South 2 team in Mercer is, there is none. I thought Nottingham was South 2, but they change every year.
Yeah, it swaps every year. It's tough to keep track of.
Well, South Jersey 3, as we mentioned, Burlington Township is number 1 with a 1.6 UPR. Somerville 2.6, Holmdel 3, Cedar Creek 4, Pleasantville 5, Seneca 7.4. Then you got Hopewell Valley at 7.6, Ewing at 7.8, so they're jumbled up there. And Mainland 8.8, Delsey 11, Matawan 11.2, Neptune 11.6, Triton 14, Ocean City 14, Pinelands 15.6, Brick 15.8. It doesn't look like any other Group 3s are going to have a shot. Let's see. Allentown is down to 25th. Robbinsville 26th. Nottingham 27th. So those teams kind of out of it there. South Jersey 4. Some teams to look at in Mercer County. Princeton is number 7 with a 7 UPR. They're right behind Pennsauken at 6.6. And then you got Steiner at 11, they're 10.4. Northern Burlington 11. And then Hamilton's still sniffing around. They're 18th at 17.8. The top 16 get in. Hightstown at 21, they're 19.6. Lawrence at 22 at 20.2, so not sure if they have a shot. Then you have South 5, where what do we got here? Trenton was 22 before last night's win, or maybe not. They're 22, but things could switch after today. A lot of things could switch after today, as a matter of fact. But they have a UPR of 23, and then non-public B, Notre Dame, prior to last night, was 14th. Last night could hurt them. And I mean, they don't have to take 16 in non-public B. I think that the way it's stated is they can take up to 16. So, but to look at it, I mean, Hopewell's probably in, and I wish I could state things more, with more authority. But this UPR, I don't understand it. I've tried to. It's just very complicated. But Hightstown Hopewell should get in. Ewing should get in. I mean, especially if they keep winning, obviously. Steiner, Princeton should be in. So we'll see how it goes. But the teams are out on the field. But yeah, these games now, it's not just. You're not just playing for division titles. You are. Speaking of which, Hopewell plays Steiner coming up. I think
next
next week.
Next weekend, yep.
And that's probably going to be for the division title. Because I don't think either team has a division loss. So that'll be an interesting game to watch.
Yeah, both these teams with big matchups next weekend. Hopewell Valley will head to Steiner. Burlington Township will end a streak of road games. It's their third straight game on the road for Burlington Township. They head back home to take on Northern Burlington next Saturday. And they have a quick turnaround, too, after that one. They play a Thursday night game at Cinnaminson after Saturday. So big turnaround for Burlington Township Falcons, and they might be going into that matchup next week with a loss. As Hopewell Valley leads it 14-6 as we're about to kick off for the second half. Hopewell Valley in their home blacks kicking left to right. And nobody back to receive for Burlington Township. Not sure if that was planned or not, but
yeah. I guess. Maybe they were worried they were going to fumble it again. I don't know.
I mean, you don't really see that either. So
yeah,
surprise, especially on an opening kickoff to start a half. But it'll go out of bounds for.
You always see something new, pal.
Yes. Now for a touchback for Burlington Township, and now the Falcons offense will try to get something going. Really not much for them in the second quarter after.
They were huddling on the sideline. I think they're just trying to throw Hopewell off here.
Yeah, got to believe most of the momentum is on Hopewell Valley's side, especially with how this defense has been playing.
Well, you see a lot of things change after this first half. A lot of coaches make adjustments, teams figure some things out. And
here's a snap handoff to Sackey now, who is in the backfield for a carry, and it's a good one. First down a little bit more, and he stays on his feet as he shoved out of bounds past the 30 up to the 33, and it's a first down.
Okay, now I know that Sackey had a carry.
There you go, yeah.
I had that wrong before, but that was Sackey through and through.
Gerald Sackey,
13-yard pickup.
Leading receiver on this Burlington Township team. He averaged 84 receiving yards in his first 4 games, and he's been held the last 2, 19.5 receiving yards per game in these last 2. He's already eclipsed that today. One big reception for 41 yards for Sackey. Now a screen play, and it's blown up. Aiden Binns was there at the 25-yard line, and it's Andrew Ellis coming in to break up that pass. And I think that's more of a freshman QB mistake there, trying to fire it into tight coverage. Eddie McNair, very talented quarterback for this Burlington Township squad, but he is still a freshman, just his 7th high school game.
I was going to tell you were wrong, and that was Yasir Daniels on the play, but he's on Burlington Township.
Had the numbers mixed up, no teams, I guess, in that situation.
I got my rosters mixed up.
Incomplete pass, 2nd and 10. McNair now throwing to the right side. It's a hard throw intended for Lamar Carnjay, but it's incomplete off his hands.
Berman on the coverage there as well, making it a little difficult to catch that ball.
Jacob Berman and Jude Berman.
Jude Berman and Jacob.
Great job
And Jude Berman on the
coverage.
This Jude Berman has been just.
The brother duo,
They've been so good for these guys in so many ways this year.
It's going to bring up a 3rd and 10. Let's hear it for your Bulldogs.
Jude Berman came in today with 25 tackles defensively, 2 tackles for loss, 2 kick returns for a touchdown, and he had a big game last week against Seneca offensively, 6 catches for 65 yards and a touchdown. 3rd and 10 for Burlington Township. McNair back to pass, quickly looking to the right side. He throws, caught by Carnjay, but he's short of the line to gain at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and will Burlington Township keep the offense on the field?
Who was that on that play? Was that Whitlock, or it looked like 8 or 9? But,
yeah, I think it's Whitlock, because John Rowe, number 8, is one of their backup QBs. So, yeah. And I saw another backup QB, Jeremy English, too, number 12, kind of helping relay the signs, too. And yeah, I see number 8 right down here on the sideline. So it's Mike Whitlock, another strong 2-way player for the Hopewell Valley Bulldogs. And Burlington Township going to keep the offense on the field on a 4th and long 5. Have to get to the 43. Some confusion now for Hopewell Valley's defense, but they get set. Play with a lot of implications early in the second half. Here's a snap. Bulldog player goes down the right side. Now McNair looking to pass on the scramble, intended for Sackey, and he overthrew him. Again, strong coverage from the Bulldogs secondary.
Yeah, and good pressure there by the front of Hopewell. Got after him, again, flushed him out of the pocket. They're not letting him set up, throwing on the run.
Hold on now, Fish. We got the officials conversing here. Did they call a penalty? I don't see a flag on the field. And it's going to be on Burlington Township anyway. I think it was an ineligible man downfield.
Okay.
So regardless, it's a turnover on downs. Another strong stand for the Hopewell Valley defense.
Yeah, they are doing a great job on this great freshman quarterback, McNair. Right now, he's 7 for 18.
Burlington Township's offense entered today averaging 33.5 points per game. Nearly 350 total yards of offense per game.
And Hopewell with some really good field position now.
Yep.
Sorry, what were you going to?
I was just saying that Hopewell Valley's defense has stifled this strong offense.
Yes, they have.
And now Bulldogs offense goes back to work. Handoff up the middle, or to the left side, rather, to Ethan Valenza.
I'll tell you what, any yards Valenza's getting today are hard-earned.
Looks like he picked up about 3 yards. It's going to bring up 2nd and 7.
Valenza averaging just under 8 yards per carry this season. He was held to 8 yards total in the first half. Season low 55 rushing yards last week against Seneca, so Valenza is dying to break out. 2nd and 7. They'll give it to Valenza again, find some space on the left side, still pushing forward, dragging a defender. Solomon Wesley was the defender on the tackle, but the initial contact was about 3 yards before that ball spotted at the 30, and it'll be a 3rd and 1 for Hopewell Valley. No huddle as the Bulldogs offense going right back to work. Vlasic fakes the handoff, takes up the middle, ball's on the ground, but it falls right back into the hands of Vlasic. A very lucky bounce for the Bulldog quarterback.
That ball hit the ground and popped right back up to him. You always just wonder what's going through a guy's mind at that point. Well, he picked up 2, got the first down.
Vlasic showing off his dual threat ability. Gets the first down for Hopewell Valley.
Lucky bounces are part of the game, and unlucky bounces.
Fresh set of downs for the Bulldogs at the 28. Fakes the handoff, and it doesn't matter. Coming in to make the sack is London Johnson, and he's fired up.
Wow, where did he come from? Like he was lined up in the backfield, already standing there.
Right off the edge, London Johnson breaks through, and the play action doesn't work for Hopewell Valley.
Big 5-yard loss.
Vlasic is taken down. London Johnson, one of the better defenders on this team, plays more of an edge role, kind of a linebacker edge role for this Burlington Township defense. And that was his first sack of the season for the junior linebacker, London Johnson.
How big would it be if Hopewell can get a score here? Make this a 2-possession game.
Vlasic gets those yards back, right back to the original line of scrimmage. It's going to be a 3rd and long for Hopewell Valley. But yeah, Fish, especially after that defensive stop to open up. Burlington Township getting the ball first. Trailing Hopewell Valley again, making a big 4th down stop. We're able to score here and make it a 2-possession game. It's going to be a tough battle for Burlington Township, and now the defense jumps.
All right, that knocks it down to 3rd and 5, much more manageable.
It was number 81, Caleb Fisher, and Fisher will jog off over to the sideline and probably get chewed out by one of his coaches. Gain of 5 on the penalty for Hopewell Valley, and this is a lot more manageable 3rd down, 3rd and 5. Have to get to the 18 inside the red zone for a fresh set of downs. Vlasic with Valenza to his left, 2 receivers to the left side.
And, I mean, this is definitely 4-down territory. I don't know how strong Reinhardt's leg is, how far he can kick a field goal either.
Back to passes, Vlasic on 3rd down. He's going for the end zone to the corner, and it's incomplete. Good coverage there by David Rayford. The pass was intended.
I think it was Whitlock?
Yeah, I think it's Whitlock, number 9. That 9-0 with him and Berman is really tough to make out.
I'm a little surprised they did that. I thought, if anything, they might try to run for a 1st down or at least get a couple yards closer to make it 4th and 4th and close.
And they are going to bring the kicking unit out here, so Reinhardt's going to try this attempt. He has just one field goal attempt this year, and this one not a gimme, a 40-yard attempt.
Oh, wait.
And now they're going to try the fake, potentially, maybe try to draw him offside.
I think, yeah.
As Vlasic is out there as the QB and the holder, and now Hopewell Valley's going to call a timeout. Some mind games coming from the Hopewell Valley offense/special teams.
That was pretty smart, though. I mean, credit to Township for not panicking there and jumping offside. I mean, I would have, said like, "Whoa, okay, they're coming up." I would have probably jumped.
You got to keep an eye there with the QB Vlasic as the holder.
That was a nice effort, a good thought by Hopewell, and good discipline by Township to not jump.
And now I think that Hopewell Valley is going to keep the offense on the field. Reinhardt's picked up his placement tee, and he's going to head back to the sideline. I'd love to be
I'd like to see more of that.
A little trickery on trying to force it. Try to force the other team to jump and get yourself a first down. I'd love to be in either of these huddles right now.
Yeah.
Or what's turning out to be another big play in this game. 4th and 5 for Hopewell Valley. They got to get, and it's a long 5 too. They have to get to the 18 for a first down.
Done a lot of big plays, and for the most part, the defense has won these big plays.
All right, here we go. 7:48 left on the clock in the third quarter. Hopewell Valley leading it by 8, 14-6. And they lead the offense on the field at Burlington Township's 23-yard line. 4th and 5. Vlasic. Burlington Township brings 5. Vlasic to the right side. It's incomplete. It's off the hands of the intended receiver, Kyle Yadamak.
David Rayford right on that play.
And after Hopewell Valley's defense makes a stop on 4th down to force a turnover on downs, Burlington Township does the same. And the Falcons will get the ball back down by 8. Thought it would be a defensive battle even with these two strong offenses.
Yes, we did.
Teams combined for just 25 points in their game last year. It was a 13-12 win for Hopewell Valley. A year ago yesterday, October the 10th, 2024. Bulldogs scored all 13 of their points in the second half in a comeback win over the Falcons. And Burlington Township outgained Hopewell Valley in that game, 327-209 last year, and still ended up losing. First and 10 from their own 23. Starting things off for Burlington Township. McNair back to pass. Over the middle, and a good pass breakup. Again, it's Jude Berman all over Saki.
Who else could it be? Who else could it be? Whew, man. I was watching that all the way as soon as he dropped back, and he kind of cut over to the middle, and Berman stayed right with him.
Jude Berman, one of the many talented two-way players on this Hopewell Valley squad.
Not just that, but I'll tell you what, this Hopewell football team, it prides itself on having multi-sport athletes.
Yeah. Yep, Hammer on the baseball team. Talked about Ryan Otterbray, also a member of the Bulldogs baseball team.
Several of these guys on the
screen pass out to the right side and taken down for a loss. Bulldogs defense is fired up.
Yep.
So I think it was Andrew Ellison on the tackle.
A lot of these guys are on Matt Stein's basketball team. And, I talked to Dave Caldwell about this, and he said the coaches here at Hopewell, they encourage, not just him, not just his guys, but everybody, they encourage these kids to play multi-sports. Where a lot of places you see coaches, they want their kids to just focus on their, on their
best sport, I guess.
These kids, they all, and this football team has a ton of them.
3rd and 10 for Burlington Township. Their offense just has been unable to get anything going since the first quarter. Now pressure coming from the right side. McNair's got a scramble. Diving sack attempt. He gets the pass away, and it's incomplete. Another big stop for the Bulldogs. It was Ben Franco applying the pressure, chasing down McNair.
Yeah, I mean, we talk about Jude Berman in the secondary, but this defense front has just been absolutely solid for Hopewell.
Defense. Let's hear it for the defense one more time.
Another punt coming up.
I mean, they haven't allowed Binns to really go off. They've done a great job of getting pressure on McNair. I mean, it's just been really a group effort.
Patrick Moore, the freshman, back to punt again. It's kind of a line drive. He's taken down late, and now it's over. Hopewell Valley, ball's on the ground. Falcons have it back. Wow. Oh, man. It's Jude Berman, who we just got done praising his wonderful two-way abilities. Out there as a kick returner, too. Has 2 kickoff returns for a touchdown this year. But he bobbles that line drive kick from Patrick Moore. And another special teams mistake.
I don't know if he bobbled it or if it bounced off his shins.
Yeah.
It looked like it kind of bounced off his shins. And I think, I'm not 100% sure, I think that was Jordan Wimberly that fell on that ball. But what a huge break for Burlington Township. And now this really puts the pressure on Hopewell's defense. They just got done having a great defensive stand, and now they got to guard less than half the field here.
3rd turnover on a special teams play today. And now McNair and the Burlington Township offense will go back to work. Deep pass, right side, incomplete. Intended for Gerald Sackey.
That pass is incomplete.
Whitlock on the coverage there.
And Fish, right before that play started, Lamar Carnjay was wide open here on the left side of the offense, uncovered for Burlington Township, and Hopewell Valley finally realized that he was open and got a guy over there right before the snap.
Man.
Burlington Township was a little more urgent there and realized that might have been celebrating a touchdown right now. But they looked the other way to Gerald Sackey, and the pass is incomplete. Again, strong coverage from Jude Berman.
No, I think that was Whitlock.
Mike Whitlock. 0-9 battle strikes again, Fish.
Yeah.
2nd and 10 for the Falcons. Binns the lone back behind the QB McNair. McNair hands it off to Binns. Binns breaks a couple tackles, still on his feet, gets positive yardage, and up past the first down marker inside the 35. The Hopewell Valley fans arguing for a hold.
It's going to be run up the middle. It's going to bring up 1st down.
They're good at that.
First down gain for Aiden Binns.
It's the first good game Binns has had in a while.
Yeah.
Up to 49 yards now.
Largest gain of the second half for Binns.
They haven't really fed him a lot. I mean, sometimes running backs getting a rhythm. Running backs in the offensive line getting a rhythm when you start to feed the ball a little bit and get them going.
Binns had 12 carries in the first half. He had 32 carries last week against Burlington City. 179 yards and a score for Binns. They give it to him again. Left side, spin move, but he's dragged down. Gain of maybe 2 on the play. In on the tackle is Ethan Barker.
Like Carter
Horvath there too.
And Ethan Barker on the stop. That's going to bring up 2nd and 9.
Oh. Ethan Barker fan club in front of us. Big woo went up after he was cited for that stop.
So Hopewell Valley defense just keeps on coming. Defensive front has been very strong. Second and 9 for Burlington Township. Three receivers to the right side. Sackey, the lone receiver, on the left. Here's a snap. Pressure from the left side. They go to Sackey. Slant, caught, first down. Breaks the tackle. Inside the 10-5. Touchdown, Falcons. Gerald Sackey, 2nd of the day.
And there you see why Sackey is so good. Not only a good receiver at getting open and putting on the jets. Jude Berman made the hit on him right on the the way you're supposed to go down and hit a guy, and he just sort of shrugged it off, bounced out, and kept going. He took the hit, broke the tackle, and away he went. So that's how you get yards after catch, folks, and he did it well.
Gerald Sackey with his 11th receiving touchdown of the season. I said it was the 2nd of the day, misspoke. Aiden Binns had the first touchdown for
Looks like the Falcons are going to try
the Falcons, but it was a 40-yard pass to Sackey that set up that touchdown run. And Gerald Sackey doing a nice job. It was Ben Franco was applying pressure on McNair in the backfield, and the quarterback able to stand tall and hook up with his fellow freshman. Now a 2-point conversion attempt to try to tie the game up.
Is going. This is really big.
Look at this, 9 players on the offensive line.
Give
us to Binns, gets through the hole on the right side, in for the 2-point conversion, and we're all tied up at 14.
Yeah, that line did a good job of clearing that out. You could see that line. You could see that hole opening up from here. And Binns had no trouble getting through there.
In the third quarter.
4 minutes, 34 seconds left to go on the clock.
This is a tough offense to hold down for long, and another great play by a freshman whose career promises to be very exciting over the coming years. 2 freshmen.
Gerald Sackey with his 11th receiving touchdown of the year. Eddie McNair with his 5th passing TD. McNair threw the ball just 9 times last week against Burlington City. He was almost perfect. 8 for 9 for 74 yards. And he connects with his freshman teammate Gerald Sackey there for the score. Sackey over 400 yards in the air this season. 11th TD. And now it's a brand new ball game with 4:34 left to go in the third quarter. Some momentum now in life for the Burlington Township Falcons as they try to keep their undefeated record going. Now a squib kick. They'll try to chase after it. Ball's on the ground after it touches a Bulldog, but able to fall on it is another Hopewell Valley player. It was initially off the hands of Tony Noble.
Tell you what, Hopewell better straighten up here. Fumbled away a punt. That set up that touchdown.
Ryan Ottebray was in there on the recovery for the Bulldogs, and he's limping off the field to the sideline. Not a welcome sight for the Bulldogs. Ryan Ottebray will head over to the bench as Hopewell Valley's offense will take over at their own 37-yard line. A 14-14 ball game after the touchdown reception from Gerald Sackey, 2-point conversion from Aiden Binns. First play, handoff to Valenza. Up the middle, gets 1 yard. Jameis Sackey in there on the tackle. Solomon Wesley, 2 for the Falcons.
And up the middle to Valenza. Looks like it's good for about 1 yard. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 9.
Clock ticks under 4 minutes left to go in the third quarter. 3 receivers to the left side for Valenza in the gun, or excuse me, Vlasic. He's back to pass. He's pressured, sheds a tackler. Good block, and he throws it up the sideline. It's caught. Still fighting for yardage. Jude Berman to the 41-yard line.
Somehow Berman becomes the safety valve for him, and Vlasic, what a good job of looking for the whole field. I mean, you saw him look all the way across the field, then he looked back, and he saw Berman somehow squeezing himself open.
And it was a good block picked up, too, by the running back, Ethan Valenza.
I mean, it's still 3rd and 6, but Pete's getting sacked.
Hopewell Valley fan base really not happy with this officiating crew right now. 3rd and 6 for the Bulldogs. Here's a snap. Back to pass is Vlasic. He's being pressured, and he throws it away in the grass. Applying the pressure was London Johnson, who has a sack earlier in this game. And it falls out of bounds, incomplete. And you got to think the punting unit's going to come on for Hopewell Valley.
And Gameas Sackey, I'm assuming that's Gerald's brother, is all fired up out there. Jumping up and down.
4th and 6. Looks like the Bulldogs are going to play.
Burlington Township defense makes a big 3rd down stop, and now 4th and 6 back out there to punt the ball away is Luke Hemmer. Hemmer gets it away. It's a good one. More of a line drive caught by Sackey at around the 25. Gets a couple blocks, sheds tackles, but he's going to get 5, maybe 6 yards on the play up to the 31.
Going to get Burlington the ball around the 30-yard line.
Today's game is brought to you by Haldeman Ford on Route 33 in Hamilton Township. And you can head over to Haldeman Ford today for their Drive 1 for the Community event. It ends at 3 p.m. For every test drive, Haldeman Ford will donate $30 to the Mercer County Technical Schools. Bring out the family for a fun day filled with snacks and giveaways and help a great cause. Drive one for the community, benefiting the Mercer County Technical Schools. That's at Haldeman Ford on Route 33 in Hamilton, celebrating their 50th year in business and supporting your Hamilton Township community. Drive one for the community ends at 3 p.m. over at Haldeman Ford. Burlington Township, after their scoring drive to tie this game, gets a defensive stop, and now they'll take over with the ball at the 31-yard line. 2:44 left on the clock in the third quarter of this thrilling matchup. 6-0 Burlington Township, 5-1 Hopewell Valley. Bulldogs handed the Falcons their first loss of the year last season. Try and do the same again in 2025. First down, hand off to Binns, left side, Chet the tackler. Flag comes in as he's still on his feet and breaking through up to the 40-yard line, but this might be coming back.
This might make the fans happy.
See the officials get together now at the 45-yard line of Burlington Township. Falcons offense already going back to their original line of scrimmage, so I think they know that it's on them, and now the official call is a hold.
That's going to be a hold against the Falcons.
I think that's more of a sarcastic cheer from the Hopewell Valley.
I think you're right, yeah. The old Bronx cheer, as they call it. But they still gained 5 on that play. It's 4.
Yep, both spotted at the 35-yard line. Now some discussion here.
Correction, it's going to be first and looks like about 6.
Burlington Township, the big gain from Maiden Binns, not totally erased, as they are able to gain some yardage. And it's a first and about 6 from the 35. McNair, just one receiver on each side with Binns to his left. 7 along the offensive front. Here's the handoff to Binns. Cuts to the right side, now back up the middle. Gets positive yardage, about 4 on the play out to the 39. It's going to be a 2nd and 2.
And they're starting to give the ball to Binns a little bit more, and he's starting to percolate a little bit.
No huddle offense now for the Falcons. Again, a big group bunched up on the offensive line, and now we get Chase Horvath jumping on the edge for Hopewell Valley.
That's going to be offsides on the Bulldogs. That's going to get the
That's a first penalty of the game for Hopewell.
And a pretty easy one to call, too, for the officiating crew.
Yeah, you're not kidding. Even the Hopewell fans didn't complain about that one.
So the Falcons don't have to run that 2nd and 2 play. You got a fresh set of downs after Horvath jumps.
You know, I was talking to Jordan on our Friday night hype show. I'll come back to that.
1st and 10 from, I guess, the 44.5. Ball spotted right between the 44 and the 45. McNair, high snap, gets it though, and hands it off to Binns. Left side, Binns, a couple of yards after contact. He gets up right around midfield in between the 49 and the 50, gain of about 3.
I was saying, and I said it sounds like a cliche, but the winner of this game is going to be the team that makes the least amount of mistakes. And I said the reason, you can make mistakes against a lesser opponent and win. You can't, when you're playing an opponent of equal or a little better ability, you cannot make the mistakes. And that fumble was a really big mistake that Hopewell, and their other mistake, they lost another fumble when they had the ball at the Township 30. So, I think they made their allotment of mistakes. They got to really play well now.
2nd and 5, Binns breaks out to the right side. Handoff to Sacchi, though, up the middle. Gerald Sacchi gets maybe 2 yards on the play into Hopewell Valley territory up to the 48. It's going to be a 3rd and 3.
It's going to bring out 3rd and about 2.
Inside the final minute of the 3rd quarter.
Depending on what they get on this, I think this might be 4 down. If it's like a 4th and 1 or something, they might go 4 down.
3rd and a long 2. Binns again breaking out into motion on the right side. They'll throw it to him, and it's nearly intercepted off the hands of Andrew Ellis. And that was a pretty similar play than what we saw earlier in this game.
Yeah.
Where Binns broke out to the left side of the scrimmage, and McNair, eyes locked in on his running back and trying to throw out a screen pass, and it's immediately broken up and nearly intercepted by Hopewell Valley.
And Andrew Ellis, he saw a lot of green in front of him.
Regardless, a good pass breakup for Hopewell Valley. And now it's going to be a 4th and 2 for Burlington Township. Offense staying on the field for now. Could be the final play of the 3rd quarter. 8 seconds left.
Nah, I think they're going to let it run out. Oh, no, that's right. The clock stopped.
Yeah, the clock stops.
Yeah.
With that incomplete pass. And another significant play coming up here.
Oh, this is each play gets bigger as we get the clock ticks down.
4th and a long 2. 3 receivers to the right side now, and Burlington Township is going to talk this one over. Falcons call timeout.
This is pretty risky going for it at this point. But I you know what? Their offense seems to be, their running game seems to be picking things up a little bit here.
And defensively, they're 8 seconds away from shutting out Hopewell on offense in the 3rd quarter. So
yeah, I mean,
defense playing a little stronger.
On their last several carries, they got 11 yards, 0 yards, 14 yards, 4 yards, 5 yards, and then the 2 yards. So, you know, they're starting to pick it up a little bit.
The Italian People's Bakery is proud to support high school sports on the WBCB Sports Network. Visit them at their signature location at 63 Butler Street for the finest rolls, deli meats, and pastries. Drive by to smell that homemade bread made daily, or have them cater your next party or affair. The Italian People's Bakery, located on 63 Butler Street, is the place to go for the best hoagies on Sunday afternoon and the finest dessert trays for your special get-together. Visit them once again at 63 Butler Street in Chambersburg. The Italian People's Bakery since 1936. Appreciate you all tuning in here, WBCB Sports Network. Hit that subscribe button and click that bell for our notifications too. A lot of live streams coming up this weekend and throughout October as the playoffs starting to come. Big 4th down, McNair. Back to pass, he's going to scramble and run it up the middle. 1st down, plenty of green ahead for the freshman, and the ball comes out on the ground. Bulldogs recover. Oh my goodness, what a significant play.
Yeah, significant is a good way to put it, pal. Oh, wow. Did you see who jumped on that?
I did not see who broke it up or jumped on it. It looks like they're celebrating around number 23, Jacob Berman. Again, one of those Bermans.
Yeah. Just got done saying about the mistakes and how you can't have them. And, I mean, that was a, you know, and that looked like, I have a feeling that was a design play because he dropped back and then just took right off and saw the lane right up the middle. And wait, what's happening here?
I think they're just switching fields. Yeah, end of the quarter, they're just switching fields. As we head to the 4th quarter, final 12 minutes of regulation coming up in a very exciting game here at Hopewell Valley Central High School. 14-14 is your score. And what just an unbelievable play to end things in the 3rd quarter. As McNair on a 4th and 2 takes it up the middle. The line parted like the Red Sea.
Yeah, 18-yard pickup.
But then the ball gets punched out.
I mean, what a change in momentum right there. I mean, you got Township coming up with a huge play, setting up at the 30, 1st down, and next thing you know, Hopewell's got the ball.
All right, so the Bulldogs
Defense
will take
has
over.
to get moving here. I mean, the offense has to get moving for the Bulldogs.
Hopewell Valley, Vlasic back to pass, 1st down. From the 30, now scramble, taking himself to the right side, up the hash marks, gets a gain of about 3.
Keeper up the middle for a gain of about 3. That's going to bring up 2nd and about 7.
Now it's one thing for Hopewell Valley, get that momentum going and get the ball back offensively to try to retake this lead, but it's another thing, freshman Eddie McNair, he's got to put that fumble behind him quickly.
Yeah.
Because the next drive is the biggest drive.
Yeah, good point.
McNair has been strong. Thrust into the starting role a couple of weeks ago, taking over for the junior Bryce Carter. Well, McNair with a crucial fumble on that final play of the third quarter to give the ball back to Hopewell Valley. Classic. Throws to the left side. He's got a man open, and it's popped out. Are they going to say that's a live ball? For now it is. Recovering it is Burlington Township, I believe. There's a fight for it at the 35-yard line on the left side of the field.
Whitlock's waving his arm saying, no, I didn't catch it, but of course he's going to say that. And I don't know. This is where
we're awaiting the signal here from the officials as they're going to get together.
Hopewell's saying
the
ball.
Yeah, Hopewell's not, the fan base is not arguing that it was an incomplete pass or not. They're arguing that the fumble was recovered. Four officials in the middle, and now they're going to say incomplete pass anyway and just push it all the way back.
Good job. Everybody got together, talked it over.
And Hopewell Valley's booing.
No, those are the Township
Burlington
fans.
Township, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to say, Hopewell Valley, pretty greedy there to be trying to boo on that play when it wasn't an obvious, clear and obvious gain of possession.
No, those boos were coming from across the field.
That's going to bring up third. And
I'll send my apologies to the Bulldog faithful on that one. So an incomplete pass there, the intended pass to Whitlock, and now a 3rd and 7 for the Bulldogs. Jumping up and down is David Rayford, defensive back, cornerback on the right side here. Burlington Township's defense getting hyped up, telling their fans to keep it going, get loud. Burlington Township brought their cheerleaders on the road today too.
Yeah, they got a good turnout.
Yep. Both cheerleaders with the pink pom-poms today, or Breast Cancer Awareness Month in October.
That's right.
Here's drop back to pass on 3rd down. Vlasic to the right side. He's got a man downfield. Over the shoulder. Did he make that catch? Awaiting the signal. No, they're going to say incomplete. It was Jude Berman.
I think he caught it. I think he might have been out of bounds.
Yeah.
Great catch if he did catch it.
They wave it off, contested catch from Berman, but he stepped out of bounds, couldn't get his feet in. And the Bulldogs will bring the punting unit out. 4th and 7 from their own 33-yard line.
Well, you got both teams have committed 2 turnovers in this game. They've lost 2 fumbles. And the only one that really hurt so far was Hopewell's fumbled punt, muff punt, whatever you want to call it.
4th and 7. Hammernow's looking for a fake. Moving to the left side. He has room to run, and he's pushed out of bounds short of the line to gain. He won't get there. It was Kyle Yadamak. Stopped short about 1.5 yards. And talk about a momentum-shifting play.
Yeah.
As the Burlington Township sideline and their fan base are fired out, they'll take over on downs.
It looks like Yadamak sort of stutter stepped there for a little bit, didn't it? Like he started, then stopped, then took off again. Maybe he was waiting to see if it was there or not, and it was darn close, I'll tell you that.
He took a big hit, too, on the near sideline of Hopewell Valley. In front of us, he's officially 2 yards short of the line to gain. So Burlington Township will take over at Hopewell Valley's 38-yard line. 10:44 left on the clock. And don't forget, if you miss any of today's action, you can read all about it in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. If you're complete local and national news 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian or online at Trentonian.com, the only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week. It's the Trentonian. This is a game they are certainly going to want to read about at the conclusion. 14-14 your score. Number 15 ranked Burlington Township in the NJ.com top 20. 6-0 against the 5-1 Hopewell Valley Bulldogs. And are we going to get a timeout here for Burlington Township? No, it's going to be a delay of game on the Falcons.
Huh.
No, actually, I do believe they're going to call the timeout. They're going to give them the timeout. The side judge here on the near sideline was heading out to the referee. And we're just awaiting confirmation here. I believe it is going to be a timeout. Officials chat about it. And now they are going to wave off the delay game, so they are going to give Burlington Township so a timeout for Burlington Township. They're second of the half. They have just one remaining now with 10:44 left on the clock in the fourth quarter. And this is not the only action we have today on the WBCB Sports Network. At the conclusion of this one, you can head over to our other broadcast starting at 2 o'clock. Allentown taking on Ewing. Ewing looking for another big win. Subscribe to our YouTube channel here, and you can follow us on socials too, Instagram and Twitter at WBCB_SN. Have our player of the game interviews posted there, some highlights from our football and soccer games on WBCB. So after the timeout from Burlington Township, it's 1st and 10. Ball spotted at Hopewell Valley's 38. That's where the Falcons will take over after another big defensive stand. Back to pass to McNair, looking deep, left side up the middle, over the shoulder catch. Julian Lattimore, first down inside the 10.
That was quick. I'll tell you what. You worry about, with this team, you worry about Saki, and that Lattimore is a tough receiver.
30-yard gain for Julian Lattimore.
Yep, down to the 8.
And the Falcons offense, after they had to call timeout before that first play from scrimmage.
That's what you call a productive timeout.
Yeah, no doubt. Gain of 30 on the play to Lattimore, and now 1st and goal from the 9. Or from the 8, excuse me. Hand off to Binns, up the middle. Binns past the 5. He'll get 3, maybe 4. Ball's going to be spotted in between the 4 and 5 yard line. 2nd and goal.
Run up the middle for about 3 yards.
Yeah, just over the 5. So I guess you call that the 4. It's past the 5.
Well, we expected some pressure-packed moments in this game.
This is one of them. Binns up to 77 yards now.
Freshman QB Eddie McNair getting the play call from his coaching staff on the sideline. 2nd and goal from the 4. Again, 7 along the offensive front for Burlington Township. Give us to Binns, left side, and Binns is taken down. Might have lost a yard. Carter Horvath in there on the tackle.
Carter Horvath, the first one there.
Yeah, they were keying on him there.
It's going to bring up 3rd and goal.
Lost a couple there.
Yep, ball spotted at the 6 yard line. It's going to be a 3rd and goal. A couple of players switch in and out for Burlington Township. Aaron Smith and Julian Lattimore, a pair of sophomores, enter the game.
Without a doubt, this is 4 down territory.
Yeah.
Because even if they don't make it, you got Hopewell pinned back.
And the Falcons don't kick much anyway. They have just 6 extra point attempts on the year, no field goals attempted.
Township isn't thinking about pinning back. They're thinking about 6.
3rd and goal from the 6. McNair back to pass. Look left, now looking right, scrambling. McNair throws to the end zone. It's caught. Touchdown, Burlington Township. It's Lamar Carnjay to give the Falcons the lead.
Yeah, Carnjay just went along the end zone there, and then kind of twirled inside his guy, and McNair just put it right in the gut, right in the breadbasket. Rolled right along with him. He rolled right along with his receiver, and that play worked out perfect for them.
Lamar Carnjay, the junior, entered today with just 6 receptions on the year. And he gets his first receiving touchdown of 2025 to put Burlington Township up top. Now the freshman Patrick Moore out there for the extra point. Kick spotted up, and it's off the goalpost, no good. Moore now 4 for 7 this year on extra points, and that could be significant. And Fish last year in the matchup, 13-12 final, and it was 2 missed extra points for Burlington Township on both their touchdowns.
Right.
Came back to haunt them and ended up being a big reason why they lost that game last year to Hopewell Valley.
And you wonder if that creeps into their minds a little bit.
Hopewell Valley with a mini victory there on the missed extra point. 20-14 is your score. 8:34 left on the clock.
Well, 2 touchdown passes from McNair in this half.
And McNair now up to 6 passing touchdowns on the year. This will give us a chance to tell you one more time to head out to Haldeman Ford on Route 33 in Hamilton Township, as today they're holding their Drive One for the Community event until 3 p.m. For every test drive, Haldeman Ford will donate $30 to the Mercer County Technical Schools. Bring out the family for a fun day of snacks and giveaways and help a great cause. Take 30 minutes for a test drive, and Haldeman Ford will donate $30 to the Mercer County Technical Schools. That's today at Haldeman Ford, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. Drive One for the Community until 3 p.m. 20-14 is your score.
Well, now Hopewell pressure turns to Hopewell's offense. They had a lead, now they have a deficit.
Bulldogs have yet to score in this second half. Another squib kick. I think it might have nicked off of Matt Helmrich, then went right past him and falling down on his Ryan Odebre. So
yeah, they weren't taking any chances.
No special teams mistake there. 3 turnovers on special teams combined today for both these squads. And Hopewell Valley will take over with the ball at their own 32-yard line. 8:33 left on the clock. 20-14 lead for Burlington Township. They scored 14 unanswered. So they trail at 14-6 heading into halftime. And now the Burlington Township faithful on the far sideline getting loud. And what's probably the biggest game of the season at this point for both these teams.
Absolutely.
Vlasic back to pass on first down, looking to the left side. He breaks through, he's got a man. Jude Berman deep, and he's intercepted. Oh, what a play. Coming out of nowhere to make the catch is David Rayford.
You're absolutely right. It looked like Berman had his man beat, but I guess the safety came over, and he had the angle, came right over and cut in front of Berman. And, you know, it looked like he came out of nowhere, but I could see him. I was looking at Berman, and I could see him cutting over. And wow, what a huge defensive play. Great coverage there. And, you know, that's where it's hard to cover a guy like Berman with just one guy, but you had 2 guys on the play, and that's a major play by Burlington Township.
David Rayford, the senior, forcing another turnover. It's just the second interception of the season for Grayson Vlasic.
Well, let's see. You might see him really go to bins a lot right now and try to run this clock.
1st and 10 from their own 24. They give his to Binns on first down. To the left side, sheds a tackler. Another one. Still on his feet is Aiden Binns. Still first down, past the 35, up to the 39. Aiden Binns, he is one tough guy to take down.
Yes, he sure is.
Aiden Binns for the carry.
And,
Being up for the first down.
yeah, you know, you wonder how the Hopewell guys are dealing with this. It's, you know, a lot of the same guys that play offense play defense. They could be a little down.
Gain of 16 on the play for Aiden Binns.
Let's pick this defense up. Here we go, Bulldog fans.
Hopewell Valley defense looking for one more significant stop.
Right now, they just want to run clock. You're going to see long counts, long huddles.
And a lot of carries for number 21.
Yep.
Another one here to Binns, up the middle. Great job, yards after contact. He gets a gain of about 5 on the play, maybe 6 up to the 46.
I mean, the one danger is if you're Hopewell, you want to say, yeah, they're going to give it to Binns and try to run clock, but you get a little too aggressive going after Binns, and then they could pop one, and then you're in pretty big trouble.
2nd and 5 from the 45 as we tick under 7 minutes left to go. 14 unanswered points for Burlington Township. And a couple of takeaways in this second half.
Yeah, and I mean, their defense really rose to the occasion. Well, in the first half, too. They didn't give up many yards in the first half. They just they had Heightstown, or why do I keep saying Heightstown? Hopewell had that, you know, short field the one time, and then they got a big pass play the other time to set up a run. But other than that, there hasn't been much there for Hopewell during the entire game.
Timeout Burlington.
And Burlington Township takes their final timeout of the half with 6:31 left to go on the clock.
Yeah, that'd be the last team I'd expect to be taking
With
timeout.
6:31 left in the 4th quarter.
So the Falcons offense.
The last of the 2 teams that we're watching.
trying to regroup here. Seems like the next drive is the biggest one in this game. They just keep on piling up as we tick down toward the end of regulation. But yeah, to finish that point about Burlington Township's defense, Hopewell Valley's first scoring drive is only 12 yards after the turnover on the punt.
Right. Yeah, so, yeah, they you know. And the other one, they got a big pass play, and then it was like 2 big plays. It was 2 20-plus yards plays. Got to be impressed with Steve Everett, man. He comes out here dressed in a suit.
Yeah, looking good.
I like that.
A little old school.
Like Hank Stram.
Yeah, he's a hat away from being Tom Landry.
Yeah.
2nd and 5 after the final timeout for Burlington Township. Here's the snap. Give us to Binns again. 3rd straight carry for the junior running back, but he's taken down in the backfield. Loss of 1 on the play. Didn't make out who made that tackle for Hopewell Valley.
And the rain's starting to come down now.
Yep, starting to spit a little bit.
It looks like a little more than spit.
I think it was Jude Berman on the stop there.
Clock hits 12:41.
Well, how about this for a big play? 3rd and 6 at the 44.
Fans on both sides scramble for cover. Again, their umbrellas and ponchos on. Under 6 minutes left to go. 3rd and 6 from their own 44. Got to get the midfield for a first. Burlington Township up by 6 on the road at Hopewell Valley. Eddie McNair, he's going to pass on this one. 3rd and 6 to the left side, right at the 6. Caught. First down. Who else but Gerald Sackey?
Clutch play. Clutch play. Sackey knew right where he was, I think. No, they're calling it 4th down. Oh, boy.
Wow, they are going to give it short. It sure looked like to me he was past midfield.
Yeah, me too, but
and I'm kind of surprised they're not asking for a measurement here either. But they're going to stick with their decision of a 4th and inches.
Huge play for your Bulldogs defense. Let's pick them up.
Clock stops with Sackey going out of bounds.
Yep.
5:29 left on the clock. And a 4th and inches, and I mean inches.
Boy, what a lift Hopewell's defense can give this team now if they can stop this.
9 players along the offensive front is just McNair and Binns in the backfield. McNair hands it off to Binns, left side, first down, a little bit more, and Binns has running room. Green in front of him, and he'll go in for the score. Aiden Binns with his 2nd TD of the day.
Well, I said what a big thing it would be if Hopewell could stop him. Well, it's an even bigger thing now for Burlington Township, and Binns is he's just a great runner. I mean, what more can you say? Took it around, he got through, I mean, nothing but just strength and speed there. Once he got down that sideline, he just pulled away. And Aiden Binns might have just put this game away.
Aiden Binns with his 14th rushing TD of the season. He's over 1,200 yards on the ground.
Yeah, and suddenly he's at 148 yards in this game.
Unbelievable after he's held to under 40 yards in the first half.
Yeah, he's got 110 this half. Those stats, of course, unofficial because they are mine.
Burlington Township keeping the offense on the field, trying to extend this 12-point lead to 14. High snap from McNair, but he's able to get it into the chest of Aiden Binns, and Binns powers through for the 2-point conversion. And it's 28-14, largest lead of the day for either side, as Burlington Township takes a comfortable 2-score lead with 5:21 left on the clock.
Yeah, they just took over. I mean, it was basically, you know, we talked about the defense of their defense and what they did in the first half, even though they gave up 14 points. Really, this was just a case of Burlington Township getting their offense going, and they did figure some things out. And, you know, they're doing what they do well now. Sackey with with some big catches, Binns with some big runs.
Well, now no room for error for Hopewell Valley. They got to get 2 scores.
Yeah.
With 5:21 left on the clock.
And they got to get them quick.
Burlington Township has outscored Hopewell Valley 22-0 in this second half. The Bulldogs led it 14-6 at halftime. And this might be a little bit of a development as Ryan Otterbrae taken off the field on the sideline, taking his helmet off. And he's really frustrated, just slammed his helmet down on the turf.
Oh, you wonder. See Tim Coyne, the trainer, coming over to look at him.
Another squib kick bobbled, but handled by Mike Whitlock. And with 5:19 left on the clock in the fourth quarter, Hopewell Valley will take over, down 14. Ball will be spotted at their own 26-yard line.
Tim Coyne looking at Otterbrae's shoulder.
Yeah, looks like his right shoulder is Otterbrae. Appears to be in a little bit of pain.
Well, he's got the best care around. T.C. Coyne has been around longer than anybody in this county but Poppy Sanderson. And the two of them are good buddies.
Frustration, too, now from Carter Horvath, who joins Otterbrae on the sideline. Vlasic, empty backfield, back to pass on 1st and 10. Looking, he's got a man deep downfield, but I don't know if he has the arm strength, and he's just going to throw it away to his Kyle Yadamek, who had space up the right sideline, but needed at least 30, 40 yards in the air from Vlasic.
Yeah, you know, the worst thing you want to have when you're trying to play catch-up is rain coming down and affecting how you can hold the ball and everything else.
2nd down and 10.
Rain starts coming down right before that 50-yard TD run from Aiden Binns.
Yeah, it didn't bother Binns.
No. Second touchdown run of the day for the junior Aiden Binns. Star for this Falcons offense. And it's put Burlington Township up 14 late in the fourth. Diving catch. What a play by Luke Hemmer. First down for the Bulldogs.
That'll be a 1st down for the Bulldogs. Vlasic to Hemmer.
And of course, no huddle for Hopewell Valley. Down 2 scores with 5 minutes left to go. 1st and 10 from their own 38. Handoff to Valenza up the middle. He gets to the 40, maybe the 41. They'll give him
Valenza up the middle.
two and a half yards on the play.
And the only thing I could think of there is that they were trying to catch him, you know, playing pass and try to break a big run because you really don't want to keep this clock going.
Yeah, if you're going to roll out a running play, you want it to be a significant chunk and not just a 2-yard gain. Takes off a lot of clock. Vlasic back to pass now on 2nd and 8, though. To the left side, scrambling. He has some pressure. Hit as he throws up the sideline, incomplete. And he was really struck as he throws. Jameis Sackey in there on the tackle, and Vlasic slow to get up. Incomplete pass for the Hopewell Valley senior QB.
Vlasic up.
Vlasic will stay in the ball game, but looks like he's in a little bit of pain.
Yeah, that's.
Took a big shot to the midsection from Jameis Sackey.
Carter Horvath.
3rd down,
fake
fake the handoff.
A pat on the shoulder.
And look at this nifty play. Vlasic almost at the line of scrimmage. Throws it behind him on a screen pass to Mike Whitlock, and Whitlock gets the 1st down. Wow.
Yeah, time to bring it out. Time to bring these plays out.
It was an RPO. Vlasic faked the handoff to Valenza, went with him on the right side, and then right as he was met at the line of scrimmage, got it off just in time. Caught by Whitlock, and he gains the 1st down. Pass midfield now to the 49 of Burlington Township. 4 minutes left to go and counting. Vlasic, a lot of time, throws up the middle, has a man caught by Hemmer right at the 1st down marker, but a flag down on the near sideline.
Pass is complete, but there's a flag down on the field.
Clock stops with 3:56 left. This might be coming back on a hold for the Bulldogs. Flag came in late just about as Vlasic was releasing that pass. And now it's going to be an eligible man downfield for the Bulldogs.
That's tough.
And that'll hurt as that game, I don't think he had enough for the first one. It was about 8 or 9 yards.
Yeah. That's about a 13-yard swing.
And the Bulldogs push back now into their territory, their own territory.
That's just their second penalty now for 10 yards, but that's a tough time to get it.
Ball spotted just ahead of the 45-yard line. 1st and 15 for Hopewell Valley. And the clock will resume. Under 4 minutes left to go. Vlasic back to pass again. Pressured, shakes a tackler, gets away from the sack, and finds Hemmer again. He drops it in the middle of the park, but gets it right back. And does he get the first down?
I'll tell you, Hopewell's getting some lucky bounces in this game. Some real lucky bounces. He had it long enough to be considered a catch, and then he did drop it. Yeah, it looks like they're giving him the first down.
Second time today we've seen Hopewell Valley player drop the ball, and then it pops right back into their chest. First down for the Bulldogs. And now we get whistles. And it's got to be an official's timeout, I think, here. Snap, back to pass. Is Vlasic on first down? Pocket collapses. He's got to scramble. First down, a little bit more. Takes a big hit past the 25-yard line, but a gain of 15 for the QB Vlasic. It's another fresh set of downs for Hopewell.
Vlasic with the keeper up the middle.
Yeah, like college, the clock does stop on a time as soon as the changer's set.
Three receivers to the left side. Vlasic. He drops the ball. Vlasic fumbles, but he falls back down on it. London Johnson applying the pressure.
Geez, that's about a 14-yard loss after a 20-yard pickup.
Recovered by Vlasic.
Can't have those kind of mistakes at this point of the game for Hopewell Valley.
Nope. I don't know. I don't know if the ball's slippery or what caused that. If he just dropped it.
The rain continues to come down. Clear skies, or at least no precipitation.
Oh, another bad snap.
Look at past this. Vlasic. He's into his own territory, but still maybe able to get a pass off, and he's just going to go down for the sack. Caleb Fisher in there on the sack. Jordan Smith helps him too.
Oh my God.
Big
foul mouth stand
here.
Yeah,
we apologize if we called that on our crowd mic.
Yeah, that's not good. That is not good.
And it looks like we're going to get an official's timeout.
Yell all you want, folks, but don't be swearing.
You know, it's no doubt a frustrating second half for Hopewell Valley.
Very frustrating.
I think it's technically an official's timeout. As, we got a player down on the field. It's Jordan Wimberly for Burlington Township, down on a knee on the left side of the field about the 25-yard line. It's been all Burlington Township in this second half. 22-0, they've outscored Hopewell Valley. Both sides of the ball been playing nearly perfect.
Andrew, right now, unofficially, I have these guys, Hopewell, for just 149 yards of total offense.
And they were held for 209 total yards in the win last year.
Yeah.
They ended up scoring just 13 points in that one.
Yeah, they got more points today than they got last year.
Yep.
But just, Township's offense picked things up here in this second half.
It's back-to-back wins for Hopewell against this Burlington Township team. They won 13-12 last year, 22-16 in 2022. Vlasic back to pass on a 3rd and 39, gets it off, and it's caught by the back Ethan Valenza. Gets a big chunk, but he's still way short of the first down marker. Gets past the 40-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 14 on the play, and it's going to be a 4th and 25. Last chance for the Hopewell Valley offense.
Who caught that?
And a timeout called by the Bulldogs. It was the back Valenza, number 1, Ethan Valenza.
It's gonna be a timeout by the Bulldogs.
Minute 33 left on the clock. 4th and 25 coming up for Hopewell Valley. Don't forget, if you miss any of today's action, you can read all about it in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian For your complete local and national news 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian or online at Trentonian.com, the only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week. It's the Trentonian. After the conclusion of this one, stick around on the WBCB Sports Network. We have Allentown and Ewing coming up at 2 o'clock kickoff.
That's a big game for Ewing.
Yep.
Big game for you. And the Blue Devils have really come on and have lost to a couple good teams early in the season. They've run off 4 in a row. And right in the mix there in South Jersey Group 3. Actually, with a Hopewell loss today and a Ewing win, Blue Devils could hop past them.
Yeah, they're right behind them.
Yep.
That's really that 3-team group, the 6 through 8 right now, Seneca, Hopewell Valley, and Ewing.
Yeah.
All bunched together, not much separating them in the power points.
How much these losses and wins really help, I don't know.
Anybody's guess.
Yeah.
So 4th and 24, here it is for Hopewell Valley. No first down here would all but ice the game. Here's the throw to the left side. It's intercepted. Are they officially going to call it an interception? Yes, they are. It's caught by Solomon Wesley. Another turnover for the Hopewell Valley offense. And that's going to seal this one up as the Burlington Township Falcons will remain undefeated.
All right, buddy, I'm going to let you handle the kneel down calls.
Yes, sir.
Not much I can add to that. This was, look, let's look at the big picture here. Hopewell lost 1 million people. We didn't even know if this was going to be a big game today. It turned out to be a big game. Hopewell did play with these guys until the very end. I don't think Hopewell could be too upset. I'm sure they probably are. But this is a team that'll be back, Steinert next week. That's going to be a big game. And, hey, credit to this Burlington Township team. Steve Everett working his magic again. And I will see you soon, Andrew.
All right, Fish. Appreciate it. Rich Fisher. Pleasure as always. Have him as the number 2. And now the Falcons will still run some offensive plays. Aiden Binns will take it up the middle. Hopewell Valley has just 1 timeout left. Are they even going to bother using it? Doesn't look like it. So the Burlington Township Falcons, ranked number 15 in the NJ.com top 20 poll, will move to 7-0. They get past Hopewell Valley. This is the spot they saw the Bulldogs last year. They were 6-0 entering that game against Hopewell Valley, and the Bulldogs able to hand the Falcons their first loss of the season. Unable to repeat it here, though, as the Falcons are about to be 7-0. And the Hopewell Valley Bulldogs are going to go to 5-2 on the year. No points scored for the Bulldogs offensively in the second half. They're outscored 22-0 by the Falcons. And Eddie McNair, the freshman QB, leading another big win for the Burlington Township Falcons as he kneels down the final play of this one, and the clock will tick down to 0. And Stephen Everett, the head coach of Burlington Township, moves to 15-2 overall after he went 8-2 last year in his first year at the helm of Burlington Township. And the Falcons won up their 6-0 start from last year as they're now 7-0 on the season. A comeback win after being down 6 points in the first half going into halftime. They outscore Hopewell Valley 22-0 in the second half and grab their 7th straight win to start the 2025 season. That'll just about do it for us here on the WBCB Sports Network. Stick here on our channel, though, for Allentown and Ewing starting at 2 o'clock, and also see our player of the game interview. That'll be with Burlington Township's running back Aiden Binns. Went nearly 200 yards on the ground, a pair of rushing TDs for the junior Aiden Binns, who now has 14 rushing TDs on the year, and he's over 1,200 yards on the ground for the Burlington Township Falcons. Big thank you to our sponsors for making today's game possible. Team Toyota, Capital Health System, the Trentonian, Alderman Ford, Soul Funeral Homes, Kessel's Dermatology, Mako Ewing, the New Jersey Education Association, and Hyundai of Trenton. For our video engineer and camera operator, Brianne O'Neill, the Hall of Famer Rich Fisher, I'm Andrew Myers, signing off from Hopewell Valley Central High School. Once again, your final score, 28-14, Burlington Township with a road victory over the Hopewell Valley Bulldogs to extend their undefeated record to 7-0. Hopewell Valley drops to 5-2. We thank you very much for joining us on the WBCB Sports Network. Next broadcast, 2 p.m. in about an hour. Allentown taking on Ewing, another big matchup in Mercer County Hope you can join us once again for that one. Take care and enjoy the rest of your weekend.